How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
IHSAA football. Brought to you as a special sports presentation by Parkview Sports Medicine, a winning combination with the IHSAA, and by Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket. Also brought to you by Meyer, proud supporters of youth sports. Momber Insulation, with over 40 years of quality professional installation. Walburn Financial Management, providing affordable solutions to bookkeeping and tax problems. By Midwest America Credit Union, altogether better. By Signature Style Rings, enhance the self-esteem of your student athlete. Jefferson Point, shopping with a special point of view. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Aaron Chiropractic, specializing in spinal health. By Stiefel, a firm of choice. Tom Steel Tire Service, building trust with customers for over 30 years, and with special promotional consideration by the Fort Wayne Journal-Gazette. Nobody delivers the goods each morning like the Journal-Gazette. Now let's head to the stadium and join Joe Parson with all the action.
It's week 2 of the Indiana high school football season. Two perennial powerhouses to face one another here tonight. It's Homestead against Northside. Hi, everybody. Welcome into Chambers Field, home of the Redskins. Northside in its home opener tonight, but 1-0 after hitting stride last Friday night in the second quarter, then sprinting past Southside in the totem pole battle. Pat Donnelly, son of legendary USF coach Kevin Donnelly, joins us tonight. And Pat, you are, I know, very familiar with the talent year in and year out displayed at Northside. You've recruited several of these Redskins over the years. What's your assessment of this season's Redskin team?
Well, Joe, I tell you, a great dual-threat quarterback, Aaron Nieves, is really where it all begins. And high-powered offense did a great job of run-and-pass mixture last week, and anxious for more high-powered offense this evening from the Redskins. Northside
had just 3 wins a year ago after winning just at 7. Well, they've won at least 7 games each of the 3 previous years. As far as Homestead, also scoring 49 points in a 16-point victory at Concordia last weekend. Spartans, though, facing their second straight road assignment in opening SAC play. And Pat, you know, probably one of the biggest questions when you look at the Spartans coming into play this season, what kind of performance, what kind of production would we see from the quarterback position? And I think that question was answered, at least in part, last week.
I was really impressed with Drew Kazai on film last week. I tell you what, did an outstanding job in decision-making, both in the run game, being a dual-threat, running quarterback, along with throwing the football in the zone read, and did a great job of ball distribution to the great receiving core at Homestead.
Well, Kazai last week throwing for over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns against the Cadets. He also ran for a score. Well, a week ago, 3 teams in the SAC scored 49 points, 2 of them here tonight. Will we see more offense, or will the defenses step up? Answers coming up when we return with more of our pregame show. Both coaches to join us, and we'll have 6th-year coach Ryan Hall of Northside on deck when we return here to Chambers Field. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
Next time you're downtown and needing to feed your sweet tooth, you're just a few steps away from Rudy's. Fort Wayne's perfect location for stocking up on those famous to brands gourmet chocolates the Summit City is famous for. Rudy's is located just catty corner from the main entrance to Parkview Field. In fact, Rudy's is a great place to meet up with friends before an event at the ballpark. There's even outside patio seating, ideal for relaxing after work. With a wide assortment of adult beverages and aromas to choose from as well, Rudy's, distinctly different in downtown Fort Wayne.
Trust the doctors at the IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Comets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, or joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Satisfied with your bank? Have you considered a credit union? Midwest America offers about any service you need. The convenience of free mobile banking, debit cards, ATMs, free online banking and bill payer, competitive loans, mortgages, and more. Deposits insured to $500,000. Hey, consider this an invitation. Your next bank should be a credit union. Midwest America Federal Credit Union. Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
And now, back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's check in with head coach Ryan Hall. You know, it's one thing. It's always exciting to get a win on opening night away from home. And now you're back home, coach, for the home opener. And after 49 points, tell me what it's like this week with the student body getting ready for this Redskin home opener.
Yeah, it's very exciting. We love playing at Chambers Field. Just the environment is phenomenal. The band played at the last period at the end of the school day, and kids were just really excited. You walk through the hallways, and kids that, you know, not on the football team is wishing everybody good luck, and you know, I'm going to be at the game is what they say. It's just nice that we're playing at home and you can involve the community in our school.
Well, we're expecting a big crowd here tonight, and of course Homestead will bring a good following, I'm sure, as well. Let's talk about last week. You know, first quarter 14-13 ball game, maybe a little apprehensive, and then just broke it wide open in the second quarter, 28-0 in that second quarter alone, 35 straight points. Was there a particular turning point in your minds? Anything you can identify why you broke that game wide open?
Yeah, we felt that Logan Capps' punt return kind of sealed the deal for us. You could kind of see South was like just kind of, you know, you can see it in the team when they're done, and we felt like that one kind of broke their back, and it gave our kids a lot of excitement. You know, we came out first quarter, you know, Southside didn't scrimmage, so we had no film on them. Their scrimmage got canceled, so we didn't have any film. Me and Roosevelt just kind of talked about, you know, this is kind of what we're going to line up in, but we really didn't know what to prepare for. So you got to give our kids credit, because really they just took another week of practicing against each other, and we got settled in, and our offense did a good job, and our defense started to fly around after the first quarter.
You mentioned Logan Capps. I've got to ask you, he's been around this program seems forever, and he's one of those guys, I don't label him as a quarterback, as a receiver, as a linebacker, safety, you name it. I think you call guys like that athletes. It seems like he's an interchangeable part. You put him anywhere and he responds for you.
Absolutely. I mean, he doesn't get the recognition because we move him around so much. As, you know, if you would put him in one spot, you know, maybe he would be an all-conference receiver or defensive back, or we move him everywhere. And the funny thing is when he came in here as a freshman, his very first day, his dad brought him in, and there's a newspaper, and you might have to go back and look at it. He played for the Raiders, and he was Mr. Raider, Mr. Powell, because of his versatility. He could play anywhere, and I still remember looking at that paper, and now that he's a senior, I'm like, man, nothing's changed over 4 years. He's just gotten bigger, but he can do anything. He's just a great athlete, and it's just kid you just love to have, because I remember we moved him to safety, from free safety to a weak safety, and I asked him if he was all right with it, and he said, Coach, I'll play wherever you put me, whatever makes the team better. So he's just a great kid, and he does get overlooked a lot, but he had a great game last week.
By the way, he does all the kicking for you too.
Yeah, he punts for us, he kicks extra points, and he you know, we have someone that can kick off for us, but he had a soccer game last Friday out at the Plex, so we had Caps do it, and what does he do? The first two he puts in the end zone, so he's just a great kid, so he can do it all.
Tonight it's Homestead, and first exposure, and we were talking earlier, I think it's the first time ever that you played them in football, and Spartans bring a rich history, tradition. What do you see on film? Try to break down the Spartans, and what does North have to do to win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're explosive on offense. You know, me being the defensive coordinator, I watched a lot of their offense. Their quarterback did a really nice job. It's hard to believe that was his first varsity game ever, but he did a good job. They spread the ball around. You know, they get it to 14. Obviously they get it to 10 when they need to, and 83. They just distribute the ball. They really remind me a lot of us offensively, just because we do the same thing. You get the ball in your playmakers' hands, and they're pretty good at what they do. And Coach Zolman's done a great job with that program. You said there's tradition. We're excited because, as you said, we've never played each other. You know, we've always played Homestead in a 7-on-7 during the summer, but you know that really didn't matter. So I think that's what our guys are excited to. I'm sure they're excited to come here and play. It's not the same old. You know, South side, North side Northside Wayne, Northside Snyder. It's just something different. I think it's got some flow going in myself and the rest of the team. Head coach Ryan Hall, as you can tell, in his 6th year, still with a lot of energy and trying to improve on 3-7 a year ago. They were 2-5 in the SAC. They won their final SAC regular season games and then lost 40-35 to Wayne in the sectional. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more, and it'll be Chad Zolman. And up next to talk about how the Spartans fare this 2015 season. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
You've heard the saying, it's all about the Benjamins. Nothing could be more true at Tom Steele Tire, where it's all about saving you money. For over 35 years, this family-owned business has been saving Fort Wayne drivers lots of Benjamins. Offering quality tires and ASE-certified mechanical service for your car, and that includes an oil change and tire rotation special, all for just $24.95. 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne to serve you. Tom Steele Tire, not just a tire store, but a complete automotive center.
Here's a money-saving tip from Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Exposed attic ceiling joists and ductwork, or new snow that quickly melts off your roof, means you need to add insulation. We'll fill empty sidewall cavities with insulation, even through masonry, aluminum, or vinyl siding with no unsightly holes. Plus, we'll seal your crawl space with urethane foam for a total insulation package. Call Momper now for a free, no-obligation energy analysis of your home.
Behind the scenes of the making of a great play area.
I'm envisioning something really spectacular, something over the top. Let's draw up some plans.
Yes, JP.
Right away, JP. Excellent idea. Bold move, JP. We'll get right on it.
I see a large fort with a giant cannon to slide down. Let's make it historic. Tie it in with the history of Fort Wayne. And we gotta have it soft so kids of all ages can play. Let's have those blueprints on my desk by Monday morning.
Jefferson Point and Lutheran Children's Hospital ER presents Fort Wayne's largest indoor soft play area. Parents can relax while the kids explore a fort, slide down a cannon, and crawl through the 16-foot cherry blossom tree. Over 2,000 square feet of indoor play area, the largest retail play area in the state of Indiana. Bring the kids and enjoy the fun at Jefferson Point. For details, go to jeffersonshopping.com.
There's so much to see. It's where you want to be. Jefferson Point, Jefferson Point.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody. Before kickoff, let's check in with head coach Chad Zolman. And, looking back to last week, Coach, just the way you diagrammed it up, get the opening kick, return it, I think, 94, 96 yards for a touchdown. Yeah. That always puts you in a pretty good frame of mind to start a ball game, right?
Yeah, that gets rid of a little bit of the jitters. Kids shake the nerves somewhat. And so to get 7 up in about 10 seconds is always a good thing.
Welcome to the SAC. And I've got to ask you, you competed so well, especially looking back against East Noble, Carroll, very tough teams. Is there any adjustments now, transitioning, if you will, to the SAC? How about your approach? Is it the same as it's been each and every game?
We haven't changed our approach much. I think our kids are excited, and so I think their preparation has been a little bit better just because it's a new experience and new fields, new teams, and all those sorts of things. So I think on their part, but as far as coaches, we studied just as hard then as we do now and try to prepare our team as best we can. But it's exciting to be in some of these city schools, and first times we've played. And I haven't even looked at our history. I'm not sure if we've ever played Northside before.
I asked Ryan that. He said he didn't think so.
I don't think we ever have. It was like Concordia last week. I don't think they've ever been on our schedule, so it's kind of fun.
You've used the term exciting a couple of times, and it had to be exciting watching your young quarterback step up, because that he did. You had to have a lot of questions, Yes, you prepare, you train, you get ready, but until you have battle, you don't know what you're going to expect, but he really answered the bell.
Yeah, to go from a JV team to a varsity on Friday night under the lights, it's a big adjustment, and so we were excited. I felt like he answered the call really well and stepped in there, didn't show any nerves, and helps to get ahead a little bit. I think he felt more comfortable and had a nice long run early too, and that takes the jitters out a little bit too. So it was a good experience for us, and I'm sure he grew a lot from it.
Let's talk about Northside tonight. I think they're improved over last year. You get Hunter Terrell back tonight, linebacker. But talk about the Redskins with Arian Nieves and the ability to throw or run.
Yeah, he's a dual threat kid for sure. And we saw him on film just tearing it up both sides, both ways. So we've got our work cut out for us. He's definitely the biggest weapon they've got. And they've got others. But I'm telling you, he's the guy that kind of makes that team roll. And it was obvious last week. So that's definitely a big focus for us this week.
Other points of emphasis for Homestead to try to win tonight?
Well, up front, on both sides of the ball, we've got to play well, especially on offense. They're very physical and quick, and we got to make sure that we are getting to our assignments and things like that up front. If we can do that, we feel like we have a shot.
Head coach Chad Zolman, he's in his 12th year as head man of the Spartans. A year ago, the Homestead Spartans 8-3. They finished 5-2 in the Northeast Hoosier Conference. They were shut out in the sectional semifinals 20-0 at Carroll. Of their 3 losses, 2 of them came at the hands of the Chargers. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. I'll tell you what, let's make that a 1-minute timeout. It looks like we're getting somewhat ready for the meeting at midfield. Pat Donnelly's down on the field, the offensive coordinator for the University of St. Francis Cougars. They'll start play 1 week from tomorrow night at Darcy Stadium. We'll talk more about that and more when we return. IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Before me is no ordinary potato. It is a potato among potatoes, a flavorful spud naturally grown and lovingly harvested for one special purpose, to become McDonald's world-famous fries. Now for $2.50, get small fries paired with a double cheeseburger, a filet fish sandwich, a crispy or grilled chicken ranch snack wrap, or a 6-piece chicken McNugget. Choose one of your favorite fries with that combos for just $2.50 today at McDonald's.
About their investments.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. You're a super fan who will tailgate anywhere. The pros, check. College, check. Your 8-year-old Pee-wee game, big time. And to prepare for this ritual, you head to Meyer for freshly prepared food and licensed team apparel. Proudly display allegiance to your favorite team with our licensed short and long sleeve tees, hoodies, hats, and jerseys. Plus, load up on fresh meats, snacks, and drinks. So don't just tailgate, tail greater at Meyer.
Brought to you by Meyer. Meyer is proud to support IHSAA football.
You're listening to the high school football game of the week on WPL Fort Wayne, Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Beautiful Friday night high school football, Friday Night Lights evening on tap here at Chambers Field. Ted Donnelly down on the field with our referee tonight and getting ready for the reenactment of the coin toss. Home opener for the Redskins here at Chambers Field, going against the Homestead Spartans. Both teams 1-0. Both teams scored 49 points a week ago. 76 degrees here just ahead of kickoff. Mostly cloudy skies. Winds very light out of the south, about 4 miles an hour. Other games going on elsewhere tonight in the SAC. Number 2 ranked Snyder taking on Bishop Luers, number 1 in the AP poll. Understand the Knights will be out there without their starting quarterback tonight. And other games, Concordia at Dwenger. By the way, next week we'll be at Zollner Stadium to bring you the matchup between the Concordia Cadets and the Southside Archers. Wayne hosting Northrop tonight. Carroll ranked number 10. They're at Southside. In the Northeast 8, it's Angola taking on Leo. Lions ranked number 12 this week. 15th ranked New Haven on the road also at Lakeland. In the ACAC, it's Woodland taking on Prairie Heights. As we mentioned, next week at Zollner Stadium, Concordia and Southside. Hope you can stay with us at halftime as we will have an interview with Tim Rooney from Stiefel. Remember, the market has been just crazy this week. Up, it's down, and some important investment tips coming up. You'll want to stay tuned at halftime.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. All right. White won the toss, chose to defer. Will be kicking from the scoreboard. Fort Wayne North will be receiving. Fellows, shake hands. Have a great ball game. Good luck.
Players, coaches, and/or coaching decisions, officials, or administrators. The members of the Summit Athletic Conference
are committed to the concept that sportsmanship...
Joe, looks like Northside's going to receive. Beautiful evening, 76 degrees, very low wind, fast track, ready for big offense tonight, Joe.
We'll see you back up top. Pat Donnelly with us tonight. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
So, that's the word you expect to hear when selling a home. And Rick Whitman from Century 21 Bradley can give you and your family the advice, expertise, and satisfaction to fit your needs when buying or selling a home. With Rick Whitman's nearly 40 years of can-do experience, you'll find an effective method to accomplish your goals, select the proper loan, and feel the comfort of your new home. When you think real estate, think Rick Whitman at Century 21 Bradley. Call 260-704-6565. Be sure to ask for Rick.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody. It'll be Logan Capps back in kick return with Brashawn Lockett. Here comes the kick from right to left. This is chased down on the near side at the 5. Capps cuts to the 10, across the 15. Nice cut to the inside, and then hit and dropped right at the 20-yard line. Big hit delivered. And now Northside, after Homestead won the toss, deferred, and it'll be the Redskins moving from left to right. And their first opportunity moving the football. Both teams 1-0. Both teams scoring 49 points a week ago. Pat Donnelly with us. This is probably your last free weekend, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
You go to work for real next Saturday night, week from tomorrow night. We'll talk more about that. But we'll take a look at starting quarterback Aaron Nieves, now a 6'1 junior. A year ago, completed 1,551 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, but 13 interceptions.
So it's Homestead's football here, Joe.
Well, they must have recovered on that. Ball popped free from Capps, and it will be Kazai from the 20-yard line, so they start right away from the red zone. Might be checking off the line of scrimmage. Kazai now looking to his left, too wide either side of the field. Landon Nell, the running back, offset to the left side. Here's a quick throw over the middle, and they've got a wide open net, and then the ball's dropped. Wide open catch for a moment, but that time the ground separated the player from the completing it. But the Connor Fitzharris on the just a straight post pattern. He was wide open, nobody near him.
Looks like Homestead's trying to attack the one high safety here, Joe, with 4 verticals there.
Durnell stays in, and the running back offset to the left side. Again, Kazai checks off, comes up to the line of scrimmage, checks the Homestead sideline. So the fumble recovery on the opening kickoff, giving Homestead a chance. Second down and 10 from the 19-yard line of Northside. A little motion left to right behind the line of scrimmage. And here's a sweep coming up to the right side, a cut back to the middle of the field. That'll be a gain inside the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. Jonah Watson on the sweep, and then cuts it back. He had 5 catches a week ago, Pat, for 74 yards, scored a touchdown.
Yeah, Jonah had a great week last week, and he's a big part of this jet sweep component to their offense from the Spartans.
Up in the slot, the right side, comes Fitzharris. It'll be third down, and let's call it a long 4. Kazai out of the pistol, looking, wants to throw, looks right side. That one short hopped in, incomplete. Incomplete out there, so it's 4th down, and let's see if they're going to bring in Chase Gott to attempt the field goal. He was 0 for 1 in field goals attempted last week. Perfect on all of his extra points, 7 for 7. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt, basically right in the middle of the field. So Northside, if they can come out of this holding Homestead to just 3, it would feel pretty good. Here's the kick on the way into over ends. Got a chance on the way in. Good. So Gott from 30 yards out at the 11-10 mark. Homestead draws first blood on the fumble recovery on the kickoff. They lead Northside 3-0. We'll be back. IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Every small business person has the same dread: taxes, reports, and bookkeeping. What are you to do? You know you can't afford the big guys to solvent. Well, now there's Walburn Financial Management to save the day. Here's their number. You're going to want to remember this one: 260-459-2240. That's 459-2240. Why? Well, Walburn Financial Management specializes in the little guy. With reasonable rates and sensible retainers, Walburn Financial Management, simply perfect for the small business budget.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 12, The Ticket.
Seemed like just moments ago we were enacting this kickoff. We're going to do it again. Homestead again kicking away from right to left. And this time again, the kick sails to the near side, caps, same spot, 5-yard line, cuts to the 10, to the 15, nudges across the 20, hit high, brought down. He's got a gain up to about the 23-yard line, but holds on, Pat. And you know what? You know, when you've got a guy, a talented guy, Logan Capps means so much to the north side, but when he makes a mistake, what's like the attitude on the sidelines?
Well, you know, senior leader makes a mistake. You know, he's the type of kid. Logan's a great young man. He will tell his teammates, "Hey, my bad. Let's get the next series, make something happen here. We get the ball back." Maybe
also thank the defense for holding Homestead.
Yes, absolutely great.
Just to 3 points.
Great defensive win there on that short field for the Redskins.
Well, now we'll see Arian Nieves. And they move now from left to right. David Johnson in wide out, part of a trips package to the left side. And here's a keeper run by Nieves, and he can't find any running room. Swarmed upon, and will lose yardage back to about the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of about 3 yards.
I think it's a great matchup all night, Joe, with the Redskin offensive line versus the Spartans defensive line. Something to watch all evening.
This offensive line for the Redskins averaging 242, a man tackle to tackle. Ivan Nykum at center, Dakota Alt, Chris Jacobs the guards, Jared Wright, Evan Clark are the tackles. Davis rolls to his left, wants to throw, looks into the flats. He's got a catch at the 30-yard line, and a good run after the catch for a first down across the 33. Up to, well, did he step out of bounds? Yeah, he didn't. Apparently stepped out of bounds. Dave Johnson on the catch, but it'll be 3rd down and still 4.
Short of the first down, it'll be 3rd down.
Great pass concept there versus cover 3. You know, one high safety look, a little curl flat there, a nice high percentage throw there for Nieves.
This time the trips package comes wide to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Out of the pistol lineman once again. Little hard count that time, trying to draw Homestead off. Play clock still shows 11 seconds. 3-0 Homestead in the early going. Now the offset, the running back Montrell Moore. He's a loaded 230 pounds. Play action fake, a throw and a catch. They've got a first down and again across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. Let's see if that's Dave Johnson again. It is. The 6', 5'8" senior, I should say, had 2 touchdown catches last week. Pat did on 4 catches for 83 yards. Pretty good efficiency getting into the end zone.
Great job by David there again. Great play design, a little play action to hold the linebackers to give a clean release to David, and then sitting at that first down stick there on the hitch route.
No, it's a keeper play by Nieves. Faked the handoff to Moore. Maybe should have handed it off. Again, Homestead just really keying on Arian Nieves, and they'll maybe get him back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it.
And these read plays are so common with both offenses. You know, unblocked defensive lineman, and the quarterback is going to read either give or keep. I'm sure Homestead worked a lot on that particular play, the zone read play.
Let's call it 2nd down and 9. 3 wide again to the right side. Montrell Moore now flanked off to the left of Arian Nieves out of the gun. They'll hand it to him. This time he cuts to the right, lowers the shoulder, gets across the 45. A couple of more yards to the 47-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and long. 3rd and 7 for the Redskins. They've got to get to about the 40, just inside the 47 of Homestead on this snap of the football. 9:24 remaining in the opening quarter. 3-0 Homestead.
Going no huddle, trying to get the ball snapped as quickly as possible, not allowing that defense to make any type of exotic blitz call or coverage alignment here.
Here's Nieves again. Rolls to his left side and screens back to the right. He's got a catch at the 50. Here's a cut to the 40-yard line. Inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. A little screenplay to Montrell Moore. And to the big guy, as we mentioned, he's a junior at 230 pounds, 5'11", able to run for a first down, and now north side into Homestead territory.
Great play call. Great play design against defensive line with their ears pinned back and rushing upfield on 3rd down.
And the quarterback's got to sell that, doesn't he? Nieves did a good job looking off to the left and then throwing back to the right. Empty backfield for a moment. Here's Nieves straight up the middle. He's got some running room inside the 30, 25, 20. He's got a chance. Inside the 10 to the 5 and a touchdown. 38 yards on 1st and 10. Arian Nieves to the house. Ran for a touchdown last week at the 8:47 mark, and Northside, just like that, leads Homestead 6-3.
That was a read play all the way, Joe. A sweep action, the quarterback keep off of it. And a nice seam inside that guard tackle area to hit that thing north and south.
So both teams with points on the board here, the early moments. There was a penalty flag thrown down around the 10-yard line. And let's see, they have not put up the touchdown. Ryan Hall is over trying to get an explanation about the penalty. And they may not have allowed that touchdown.
I think it's unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanlike, Joe, it looks like.
Didn't see who the guilty culprit was, but it remains 3-0 in favor of Homestead.
Points come off the board, and I think ball spotted, I think, as where the foul.
Wow, what a mistake, though, Pat.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't do that. I think it might have been the ball carrier there, Nieves.
He was kind of looking back, maybe taunting.
You know, you kids are so excited to make a play, and sometimes emotions get the best of them sometimes.
Let's call it 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line. They're going
to kick it here. I guess it is a touchdown. Okay. Under the college rule, points come off the board. I guess the high school's a little different.
Yeah, they have not put it on the scoreboard yet, but now it'll be caps on to attempt the extra point. Right-footed kick is on the way, end over end, and it is good. 7-3, so the touchdown stands up, and let's see if there was a penalty. Might be enforced on the kickoff. When we return to Chambers Field, 7-3 Skins over Homestead. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
Where do savvy sports fans in the Summit City go when they need to know more than just the score? It's an easy choice. No other media outlet covers the local sports scene like the Journal-Gazette. You get 7-day sideline coverage from the area's most experienced and knowledgeable sports staff. It's a commitment to Fort Wayne that the Journal-Gazette takes very seriously. When you need to know the story behind the story, nobody delivers the goods each morning like the Journal-Gazette. And even when you're on the go, you can still catch up on the latest sports news online at www.journalgazette.net or from your mobile device at www.jgmobile.net. Start your sports day right, every day, 7 days a week with the Journal-Gazette. And now, back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parsons on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody, with Pat Donnelly from the University of St. Francis. I'm Joe Parsons. Pat, we've already seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah, quite a bit of action. You want a turnover on the first play of the game on a kick return, short field. I think Northside did a great job of holding Homestead to a field goal. Northside gets the football back, marches right down the field, making some great plays on 3rd down to keep the sticks moving. Exciting game so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ben Skoronik's back deep. He had a 94-yard kickoff return on the opening kickoff last week against Concordia. Let's see what he does here tonight. First chance maybe to handle the ball. Let's see if Northside tries to guard against that. Redskins answering the field goal. They lead Homestead 7-3. Low line drive kick, bounces one right in the hands of the 18. And here's Skoronik looking across the 35, 40, cuts to the left side. They got him by an arm up the midfield, though. A good return. And it'll be very good field position for Homestead, now trailing those 7-3.
I don't think that's in the game plan for the Northside special teams to kick to Ben Skoronik. You know, the Northwestern commit. I wouldn't do that. I'm sure Coach Hall doesn't want that to happen anymore this evening.
So junior quarterback Drew Kazai will have very good field position to start this drive. They recovered the opening kickoff at the 20, but had to settle for a field goal. Led it early 3-0, but Northside now on the 38-yard jaunt. Lead at 7-3. Here's that almost a busted play, but Landon Durnell into the second level as he's inside the Northside 40 down to the 37.
Great read there by Kazai, Joe. The zone read play, reading the defensive end. He came upfield. The ball's given to the running back. Great inside zone run there.
And he was kind of fumbling the ball, trying to make that handoff, so a good recovery. He's got a first down. Landon Durnell with his first carry of the night. 8:30 remaining in this fast-moving opening quarter. Durnell stays in, offset to the left. Kazai out of the gun. Too wide to the right. And they'll give it off to Durnell again. This time stacked up. Maybe a yard and a half gained down to about the 36-yard line.
Same play, other direction. This time Northside's ready for it.
This offensive line for the Spartans averaging 250 a man. Tackle to tackle, Grant Purley at center, Drew Urhammer and Evan Elston at 6' junior, 215. And Eric Peters, 300-pound junior, 6'3" at one tackle. DC Mickey, 260 and 6'2" at the other tackle. Second down and long, 2nd and 9. Short drop. Kazai looking left, throws to the left side's got a man. Kreider's got it inside the 10, fighting inside the 5 and down to the 4-yard line.
Great strike there to Kreider by Kazai. Little skinny post versus man-to-man coverage on the outside. Great pitch and catch.
Kreider had 2 catches last week for touchdowns. 4 catches in all for 70 yards. A year ago, 25 catches and just 1 touchdown reception, and averaged just under 15 yards a reception. He stays in wide to the left.
He's a young man that's improved so much this last year. Big part of this Homestead offense.
5'10" senior Durnell gets the handoff, cuts back to his left, fights down to the 1-yard line, did not get in. So right now 7-3 north side, but Homestead knocking on the door, trying to take the lead back. Durnell stayed in both series so far here in the early going for Homestead. And they've got Jonah Watson in, up on the wing to the left side. And Drew Kazai, young junior quarterback, 6'1", 181, looking to hand the ball off. Durnell stacked up, did not get in. And that'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
Great penetration there by the north side defense. Really getting off the football extremely well and getting into the backfield.
Tyson Widner, they mentioned his name. He led the Skins with 122 tackles a year ago, 7 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. All of those leading categories for the Redskins a year ago.
And the heart and soul of that defense.
No question about it.
Great leader on defense.
Going to make a late change in that north side lineup. Logan Capps was not in, now checks in, and again, he can line up about anywhere defensively, either side of the ball. And here is the give now, and second effort. Did not get in, though. Good stop again. Let's check that new number that got in there. That was Adam Lutz, 6' junior. So it'll bring up 4th down. And the final yard, Pat, you've seen it so often, whether it's at the high school, the collegiate level, even in the pros, so the 1 yard can be very, very tough.
Very, very tough. A lot of options for Coach Zolman in this particular call. Do you go play action bootleg? Do you try to run the football here? It's a long yard. It's a long yard. Tough call here.
Kazai from the left side, hash mark, motion Kreider. Looking, here's Kazai, keeps it himself, lowers the shoulder into the end zone. Officially from a yard out at the 5:40 mark, and Homestead back on top now at 9-7 at the 5:40 mark. So Kazai ran for a touchdown last week. He's had another one here tonight.
Great play design there by Coach Skelton and the offensive staff. They're really stretching the defense horizontally on that jet sweep fake, open up running lanes inside for Kazai.
Extra point attempt coming on Chase Gott. Waiting for the snap. And set down. The right-footed kick is long enough, and let's see if the angle is right. It is. So timeout on the field down below. It's Homestead in this seesaw effort here at Chambers Field. They've regained the lead over the Redskins, 10-7 with a stoppage down below. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Text the word Fast Signs to 90407 to receive sales and discounts.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Lots of action so far here at Chambers Field. Welcome back, everybody, with Pat Donnelly from the University of St. Francis. I'm Joe Parson. 10-7, Spartans have regained the lead. 5:40 still on the clock here in this opening quarter. David Johnson back deep along with Ryshawn Lockett. Here's the kick near side and chasing it down at the 6. It'll be David Johnson to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, 20. Near side run up the field, across the 25, 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet, got a couple of blocks, and he's out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Great field position for an already high-powered offense. I think Northside took it 60-plus yards in the first drive. Great opportunity here with some solid field position on the second drive.
Pat, I know you can't talk about specifics, but when you're looking at high school players, and are you turned off by a player who has great athleticism, great skills, but maybe he's a little undersized?
Not necessarily, Joe. We look at each individual, and the key thing is they're seeing consistent effort level and passion for the game. You got to have all the measurable things. Yeah, I mean, it's important. At the same time, if you're undersized in a certain position, you can make up for it with effort and certainly hard work.
Nave is that one to come with play action, rolling to his right, but lost the footing. I know you were down on the field. I thought the grass seemed a little bit high.
Yeah, in spots it's a little longer. I think maybe outside the hashes, a little longer than the middle of the field. Overall, it's an okay track.
But it looks in great condition.
Seems like it, yeah.
Of course, it's early.
It's early, yeah. No rain yet.
Yeah, right. So. Clock will move inside of 5 minutes before this snap on second down and after the loss, 2nd and 18 with the ball back around the 33-yard line. Remember, they had the ball up across the 40-yard line on first down. Empty backfield now, 3 wide to the left. And they'll look. Here's play action fake again. Davis over the middle. Ball is deflected right up the middle. Now there's a penalty flag. Now that ball was hit. It was touched. Let's see if Hunter Terrell got a hand on it. And now the officials, I think they're going to come in and overrule it.
Looks like a ball was tipped to the line of scrimmage, Joe. Looked like.
I remember a game. It was a tournament game at Wayne several years ago, and that was an infamous game because all craziness broke free, but it was a similar play. The officials never caught the tip ball, and they ruled pass interference. And things went from bad to worse in a heartbeat. Third down and long, 3rd and 18. Redskins trying to get to the Homestead 49-yard line. 2 safeties back for Homestead. Now, what do we have? A timeout on the field, I believe, called by North. Trying to make sure of this call. So with 4:43 on the clock, 10-7 Spartans will step out. IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, the ticket.
The market goes up, the market goes down. And if you're a typical investor, you may be playing games, trying to guess correctly when to buy, when to sell. That can be expensive and exhausting. Well, what if there was a local company with tons of investment experience to help you take some of the guesswork and worry out of investing? The name is Stifel, specializing in individual portfolio management. Stifel can help reduce the risk and worry of investing, building you a portfolio of quality, performing stocks and bonds. Give Stifel a call at 260-459-3989. And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, the ticket.
Northside facing 3rd down and long, 3rd and 18, their own 33-yard line. Got to be careful in spots like this. Again, Homestead showing 2 safeties back. Now it'll be Neva's empty backfield. 1 wide to the right, and got a slot man off to the right side. Here's play action fake again. Throwing the fade near side, looking downfield. Here's a ball tipped and knocked away. Looking to get that ball to Rashawn Lockett, 190-pound junior, but that ball sailing incomplete. Will bring up 4th down and expecting a Northside punt here.
Joe, one key player back this week that did not play last week against Concordia for the Spartans is Hunter Terrell, number 45, inside linebacker. Great player. Again, one of those heart and soul type guys for the Spartans back this week. He did not play last week.
Had 73 tackles last year, 5 for loss, couple of sacks, and a fumble recovery. Ben Skoronik's back in punt return at the waiting, backing up inside the 20-yard line now. Had 1 punt return last year for 5 yards. Caps in to punt, waits at his own 20. Low snap, got it, steps into it. Kick is wobbly and high. It will hit at the 35, out of bounds here in the near sideline. And looks like it'll be decent field position now for Homestead. They're going to line it up, and it'll come out to about the 37, 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans. They get the ball back. 4:30 remaining in the opening quarter. Their lead is 10-7.
I think Coach Hall is perfectly fine giving the ball here to Homestead, the 37-yard line, as opposed to having to kick to Ben Skoronik. Kick the ball out of bounds is a decent alternative.
So many weapons, Pat, for this Spartan team. Kreider, 2 touchdowns last week, 1 here tonight. Skowronek, you try to take him away, but then you've got Jonah Watson, you've got Landon Durnell, and a lot of weapons. Here's a sweep coming near side as they go. Speaking of Jonah Watson, taking the handoff and working around the left side. The short side, that's always a tough call to the short side of the field, but positive gain for about 5-6 yards.
Another sweep play to Jonah Watson into that boundary side, that short side of the field. Been a great play so far for the Spartans offense.
Had a couple of rushing touchdowns a year ago for Homestead. 4 carries last week for 13 yards. He'll pick up 5 on that carry. Clock stopped as they went out of bounds. 2 wide to the short side to the left once again. Now they change off, and tight end was Skowronek. Now flip-flops to the right side. That's the wide side of the field. They'll run the ball. Durnell, it's a keeper play. Kazai wrapped up and dropped back at the 40-yard line.
Great job there by the north side defense there on that zone read play. You know, that quarterback reads that defensive end there, Joe. The unblocked player, whether to pull it or give the football. North side forced the pull and had that linebacker right on top to take care of that quarterback keep. Heck of a play there by the defense.
That was Lionel Sorrells coming in there, the outside linebacker, 190-pound senior, had a sack last week. And with the loss on that tackle for loss brings up 3rd down and let's call it 8. Clock moving inside of 4 minutes. Time remaining here in the opening quarter. 10-7 Homestead. They're trying to reach their own 48-yard line now. Motion, Watson again. Play action fake. Here's the quick slant and ball thrown. Looking for Skowronek just on a fly pattern along the hash mark there, but that one not delivered very well by Drew Kazai.
Seemed like he had to get rid of it a little early there, Joe, because of the pressure by the north side defense.
So Kazai steps in. He does the punting. Or is it going to be Skowronek? No, it is Kazai back there. Had 1 punt only last week against Concordia for 26 yards. And he'll wait for the snap back at the Spartan 25-yard line. Kicking right to left, not much for rush. Kick is away short, off the side of his foot, far side, hits inside the 35, rolls inside the 30. North just stays away from it. And it'll be out of bounds or somewhere around the 26, 27-yard line. So north side with the ball down 3 here with just about 3.5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Well, looking to next week, we'll be at Zollner Stadium. Be an interesting matchup, Pat, because C.J. Morris, who played with Concordia a couple of years, now transfers to Southside, and it'll be the Archers against the Cadets next Friday night.
Good football game. 2 good offenses. I think Southside is moving the right direction with Coach Norfleet. Seem to be again moving forward.
They're going to mark that ball at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Neves, running back, flank to the left. They'll give it to him. Not much there up the middle. Stacked up short of the gain to the, maybe up to the 25. Jeff Bilbrey got a hand on a 300-pound 6'4" junior. Had half a sack and a tackle last week. Gain of about a half a yard. 2nd down along 9.
Seems both defensive staffs, Joe, have really done a great job of preparing their defenses for the run game of each of the offenses.
Homestead with 3 down linemen. Here's a bubble screen to the left side and a carry after the catch up to about the 30-yard line. So they're going to give them a spot up, about the 31-yard line maybe. So it'll be 3rd down and let's call it about maybe a long 4.
Northside was very, very efficient on 3rd downs, that very first scoring drive. We'll see how they perform here on 3rd and long 4.
Austin DeNicolo comes in now. Still 2 wide either side of the field. 3rd down and about 4. They've got to reach their own 34-yard line. Here's a run and nothing doing. Well, looking, here's a spin move to the left side and looking for some running. There's a penalty flag thrown. So that was Montrell Moore. Started right, ran into just a lot of white shirts, reversed to his left side, and we'll check the penalty out now. Looks like a legal block, chop block against the Redskins. Let's see if Homestead's going to take the penalty or just bring up 4th down. As far as penalties a year ago, well, last week Northside penalized 9 times. Despite winning and scoring 49 points, they're penalized 9 times for 95 yards. Homestead also picked up 7 penalties for 89 yards. So it is 4th down. I think they're taking the play with the loss, so 4th down and long, and Caps will come in to punt. Here's the snap to him, got the kick away. End over end, that will hit at about the 42. Skronik picks it up, looking, cutting back, and then he lost his footing at the 42-yard line. But it'll be very good field position now with 1:46 on the clock late in this opening quarter. Homestead back on the attack offensively. They have the lead here against Northside at 10-7. Oh, we got a quick moment. Pat Donnelly with us tonight. I know you open up things at home week from tomorrow night against Olivet Nazarene. And how do you feel about night games? I know the fans enjoy a lot of excitement, but some coaches I've heard, it kind of disrupts things a little bit, doesn't it? It does a
little bit. The waiting's the hardest part, I tell you, to take a line from Tom Petty's song.
Homestead running the ball up the middle, and I believe that's Durnell trying to find some running room, and he does. Picks up about 7-8 yards to midfield.
When you have a noon kickoff, Joe, you get in a routine. You know exactly what you're doing minute by minute. Those night games kind of push things back 7 hours. Get a chance to be with your family. And
hey, your dad does like routine, doesn't he?
Yes, we all do. We're all creatures of habit. It's fun for the fans, and it's great atmosphere for Saturday night football, especially early in the year with great weather.
2nd down in short. Durnell stays in as the running back. Hazai out of the pistol, hands the ball to him again. Bouncing off, he's got the 1st down. Durnell spins to his left and brings it down to the north side 46-yard line.
This is a guy, Durnell, I think, Joe, a workhorse, a guy you can always count on. North and south runner, physical, tough to tackle. Had a great week last week against Concordia.
He's only about 5'7", and has that low center of gravity, and sometimes the big guys have a hard time locating him.
Yeah, he's a load. He's, again, that low center of gravity is difficult to tackle, but he's a north-south physical runner.
Under a minute time remaining opening quarter. Motion right to left behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Kazai. Fakes, calls his own number. Dives off tackle to the right side and plows down to about the 41-yard line of north side.
That's that complimentary play to that jet sweep. That sweep they like to run to Jonah Watson so much. The quarterback keep off of it, stressing that defense horizontally on the sweep to give you running lanes inside. That's what the Spartans scored on earlier.
Now, Kazai came running off the field. He lost his helmet. I don't know if that's just a equipment problem. And Garrett Drysdale comes into the ball game now. He had just 1 carry last year. That's it. No passes attempted or completed. And on 2nd and 5, he suddenly becomes the quarterback du jour. 2nd down, blitz coming defensive left side. Here's the run. Durnell bounces it out to his left. Tripped up, a good tackle that time. Is knifing in there with Caps. And that had much more. I think it's going to be still good for a 1st down, but Caps a good job to save much more from a north side defensive standpoint.
Tough situation there for the backup quarterback. Smart move there by Coach Skelton, the offensive staff. Let him hand the football off on that one snap.
And Kazai comes back in, but we will reach triple zeros at the end of the opening quarter here. And it's been back and forth. After one, though, Homestead on the road, looking their 2nd straight SAC victory. They lead Northside 10-7. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
At the end of the 1st quarter. Hi, this is Russ Isaacs, former head football coach and athletic director at Snyder High School. I can tell you from personal experience that next to winning a championship, nothing compares to receiving a championship ring. The ring is a culmination of high achievement and adds tremendously to a student-athlete's self-esteem.
Take it from the coach. Honor your achieving student-athlete with a championship ring from Signature Style Jewelry. Join the winner's circle. Get a free price quote and your artwork today. Call Todd Oliver, 800-273-8124, extension 3. That's 800-273-8124, extension 3. Write it down, 800-273-8124, extension 3. Or email him at todd@signaturestylegewelry.com. That's Todd at signaturestylegewelry.com. Signature Style Jewelry, the leading online retailer of championship rings, class rings, and fashion jewelry.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody, with Pat Donnelly. I'm Joe Parson. We're at Chambers Field here tonight for our Friday Night Lights feature, and it's Homestead on top of Northside at 10-7. 1st and 10 for the Spartans now, moving from left to right as we look at it. 1st and 10 from the north 35-yard line. Kazai out for one play, now back in. Skronik, one of the wideouts to the right side. They'll run the ball again, and here is Landon Durnell trying to fight his way down close to the 31-yard line.
Another physical run there by Durnell there, Joe.
He's become the workhorse for the Spartans. Don't believe we've seen Jordan Presley yet. He had 8 carries for 43 yards. Another one of the backup running backs. That's a gain of 4, close to 5. Let's call it 2nd down and 6. Kazai motion. Jonah Watson again. Looks. Play action. No, he did hand the ball. There's Watson trying to find running room along the far border and cuts back to the hash mark. Is short of the 1st down stick. Got it down to about the 27-yard line.
Key thing defending that jet sweep there, Joe, is pursuit by the defense. Redskins got there in a hurry.
It'll bring up 3rd down and a long 2. They'll work from the left side hash mark. Homestead working now with tight end into the ball game. That's Brady Harkness is coming to the ball game. Play clock still at 3. Got to hurry now to get the play off, and I'm not sure they did. Did they call a timeout? Officials were coming out. It is Homestead that just avoided the 5-yard penalty. They take the timeout, stopping the clock with 10:40 remaining here in the first half. 10-7 Spartans. 3rd and short when we return. IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
The game just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sports-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Northside juggling personnel defensively at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and a long 2. Kazai checking off again. Looks to the far side, the Homestead bench. What they want to wag in as far as the play call. Skronik stays in wide to the right. Watson up on the wing to the right side. Durnell, the running back, offset to the right. High snap, but they'll hand the ball off, and there's Durnell knocked down the knee, hit back around the 38. And penetrating, that was Sorrells again that got through there. He's made a couple of big plays for North.
I'll tell you what, Joe, Coach Hall, commend he and his staff. A lot of defensive looks, different defensive looks on 3rd down. A lot of things to prepare for this Homestead offense.
Marcus Brown coming off the field. He had a big ball game. His first, he's a 6'3" senior. Played his first football last week. Had 2 sacks. That's a good start for a big senior.
Absolutely.
So it is going to be 4th down, and now they'll have to punt the ball away. Kazai back on and the penalty flag was thrown. Here's a high, short, wobbly kick. Nobody near that one. Takes a straight up bounce and is touched at about the 19-yard line, but we'll check the penalty flag.
17 or 18-yard line. What penalty flag thrown on the play?
It was going to be 4th down and 12.
I would assume defensive offside. Nope.
Well, I get a kick out of some of these officials. They're pointing both directions.
Yeah. That's all.
Illegal procedure was called against Homestead.
It is a penalty against Homestead. Declined as Northside, I believe, wants to take the football. So they will have it 1st and 10. 9:49 on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. So Arian Navis will come back into the ball game. He has scored from 38 yards out on a touchdown run that gave him a lead at 7-3 after Homestead opened the ball game with a 30-yard field goal to lead it early on 3-0. Right now it's 10-7, though, in favor of Spartans. Empty backfield. Nieves spreads the field 3 wide to the left. Motion off the right wing. And a sweep coming up, a cut off tackle left side across the 20 to the 25. And that's Logan Capps. Good read. He read the block and cut back to his inside.
Great play there by Logan Capps of recognizing that edge defender was sealing it off, stuck that foot in the ground and got up north and south inside of it.
Picks up 7, 2nd down and 3. They'll stay with the empty backfield once again. Nieves, short drop, looking, top of the pocket, throws over the middle. Looking downfield's got a man laying out for it. Incomplete, though, at the just outside the 35-yard line. David Johnson had a step but couldn't find it, but Nieves shows he's got a strong arm.
He can throw the football, Joe. He's we talked about in the pregame, a dual threat player. Certainly throw the football and hurt you with his legs as well.
Well, they gambled trying to come up with a big play on 2nd down and short. Now it's 3rd down and 3 as they try to get out to their own just across the 28-yard line. Bunch line up to the near side, the short side of the field for the Redskins. Running back lined up behind Nieves, and he hands the ball off. There's a gain up to the 29. That should be good for the 1st down. That was Capps that got the call.
Joe, I think this is a big drive here for Northside. Early success, kind of a little stale, a few drives. This is a big drive to get that offensive momentum back.
3 wide to the right, including Logan Snyder and David Johnson. Here's a screen coming to the left side. The catch is made, but not much there as that ball into the hands of Herman Tinker, but pretty good pursuit right across the defensive line of scrimmage right side by Homestead to stop it for a very short gain of a yard.
Got a score update here, Joe. Snyder 14, Bishop Lure 7.
And if you're just joining us here at Chambers Field, it's Homestead 10 and Northside 7. Motion left to right. Nieves to the throw. Looking, flush to his right. Still looking. Gets by 1. Gets by 2. Throws on the run. Here's a ball and it's caught at midfield. It'll run inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Logan Snyder on the catch. And Nieves waited and finally threw just before he crossed the line of scrimmage and fires a strike.
One of many things that Nieves does so well is buy some time with his feet, extend the play, find receivers breaking open down the field. Outstanding play.
It's a gain all the way down to the 36-yard line of Homestead. 1st and 10. New set of downs for the Redskins to work with. Nieves stays with the empty backfield, 3 wide to the wide side to his left side. Motion again. And the line of scrimmage. Nieves calls his own number. Looking to the left and is brought down with an ankle tackle that time. Hunter Terrell on the tackle. The younger brother of his older brother, doing pretty well at Western Michigan. Zach Terrell.
Zach Terrell's a good football player. I think 2nd year as a starter there for the Broncos.
A lot of talent. Last couple of years, Jalen Smith up at Notre Dame. And
absolutely, Joe. Great Division I talent.
Makes it a little tougher on the Cougars, doesn't it, to recruit?
Still a lot of guys for us around here.
That's true. That's true. That's a gain of 1. Looked like it had more in the offing for the Redskins. Approaching 7.5 minutes time remaining in this first half. Now they'll offset the running back off to the left side, Montrell Moore. And here that's Capps, and penalty flag whistles blue, and Northside, I believe the play clock was about to expire. They call a timeout. Stops the clock with 7:24 remaining in the first half. Still 10-7. Spartans on top, and we'll be back. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Missed a great high school game recently, or simply want to revisit that game-changing electric play that turned everything all around? Well, now there's a great new opportunity to do just that. Catch all the exciting action of our live radio broadcast simply by visiting SummitCitySports.com after our game broadcast. Plus, many other high school sports highlights to choose from as well. It's all new and available now at SummitCitySports.com.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Glad you could join us on our Friday Night Lights feature here from Northside of the home of the Redskins at Chambers Field with Pat Donnelly from the University of St. Francis. I'm Joe Parson. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Redskins. They've got it at the Homestead 35-yard line. Logan Snyder stays in the ball game now. Set wide to the right. He's on the outside, far outside of a trips package out there. Empty backfield once again for the Redskins. And let's see, now a timeout called by Homestead. So a little chess match going on among the competing coaches. We'll take another timeout. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
A trip to downtown Fort Wayne is not complete without a stop at Rudy's at 409 West Brackenridge. Next time you're headed to the baseball game, make pregame plans to stop in at Rudy's, where you'll find a wide assortment of adult beverages and aromas. But Rudy's is also a premier downtown location for picking up those mouth-watering DeBrand's chocolates. What better way to catch a game at Parkview Field? Make it a date for a stop at Rudy's, right across from the main Parkview Field entrance.
Rudy! And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, let's spot the ball at the Homestead 35-yard line. Second down coming up. Second and short 8 for the Redskins, moving from right to left. They trail it by 3 points. Davis stays with the same set. 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Looking, has the ball, looks, pump fake, now throws left side, looking, that's underthrown, tended for Caps, little contact that time, coming across one of the linebackers, but no harm, no foul.
Just kind of wondered when Northside would go to that play there, Joe, and faking that rocket screen and slipping out that guy that normally blocks the corner up the sideline.
Moses Gerardo had the coverage. And great a season ago. 6.5 sacks, 8 tackles for loss. Third down and long. Now the sweep coming up, a run the left side. And not much there. David Johnson got the call. And again, not much available that time. Coming up, Dwayne Wells from the secondary slot. You know, really had a big matchup on paper coming up. David Johnson, north side, with 2 touchdown catches last week. And how about Matt Anderson, who had 10 interceptions, and he's still just a junior this year.
Great football player, Joe, and also a heck of a baseball player.
Now it's 4th down and long. Northside's going to go for it. There's a roll to the right by Nieves. Looking, stops. Now he's going to run. He's not going to get there. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage maybe, and that's it. So Homestead took away all the options downfield, and it'll be turned over on downs, and Homestead still holds on to its 10-7 lead with 6:37 remaining in the second quarter.
Moses Gerardo and the Redskins turn it over on downs.
You know, Joe, I think Northside put some good series there together. That series was a solid play, or a solid series of plays there. Moved the ball a few times. Got to get back to that success on third down like they had that first scoring drive.
But now Drew Kazai will come back on to engineer the offense for the Spartans, and he looks to throw. First, here's the quick slant. Skoronik's got it. First down as he nudges across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. Good-looking play.
Got to find a way to get this guy the ball, Joe. The best player on the field, Division I prospect, Northwestern commit, Ben Skoronik. Great football player. Got to find a way to get him the football and get this offense moving in the right direction.
I'm thinking you got to have some good academics to get signed by Northwestern.
He's the whole package, Joe.
No question. 1st and 10, improving field position for the Spartans. Again, Kazai looking over the middle. This one too far. Trying again to find Skoronik. Well bracketed by the Redskin defenders. Risha and Lockett had part of the coverage assignment on Skoronik, who is 6'4", 210-pound senior.
Is that his first catch, Joe, of the game?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Well, last week he had just 2 catches. In the teams, I'm sure, are going to try to take him away, but Homestead has been able to find others to step up and answer the call. 2nd down and 10. Here's Kazai again, short drop, looks, wants to run, steps out of traffic, runs to his left, trying to turn the corner, spun around and runs out of bounds. knocked out of bounds on the Homestead side around the 48-yard line. It stops the clock with 6:11 remaining in the first half.
Good pressure up front there by Northside. Also back in coverage, really forcing KZI to scramble outside that pocket and try to make something happen. I'll tell you, a great team defensive speed here.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 9. Spartans trying to reach the 44-yard line of Northside on this snap.
Little personnel change here for the Redskin defense here, Joe. Little 3-4.
KZI again.
Package.
Little fake now, looking to run. Reverses back to his left side. Got a block, but stacked up and dropped back at the 47-yard line. Ken, I think maybe you remember Ryan Hall, what, a couple of years ago, came up with that amoeba defense where everybody was moving.
He's mixing his looks up a lot, Joe, on 3rd down especially. A little bit of a nickel package, getting an extra defensive back on the field, substituting a defensive lineman, those 3rd and long situations, even the 3rd and shorts. And, a lot of different pressure looks, coverage looks in the back end. Ryan's doing a good job mixing up 3rd down looks.
So it's 4th down and 9. Homestead will punt the ball away with just over 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Here is KZI to kick it away. High spiral, hanging ball. That'll be caught. Fair catch is called at about the 16. So North will get the ball back once again, still trailing it at home by 3 points with 5:23 on the clock. Looking ahead to next week for these two teams. Redskins, they hit the road. Next Friday night, they'll be at Carroll to go against the Chargers. So they get Homestead tonight, Carroll next week. And as far as the Spartans, they return home next to Friday night. They'll take on the Dwenger Saints. Both these teams with tough assignments 1 week from tonight.
Tell you what, this league is definitely, at least in conversation, one of the top 2 or 3 in the state for sure.
No question. So it'll be 1st and 10. Northside sets up shop at their own 17-yard line. Montrell Moore in, they flank him off to the right side as a protector. Play action fake, Nieves up the middle, got some running room, across the 25. Stops short of the 30, back around the 27-yard line, and had just enough of a seam to squirm through there.
Again, I think Northside put some good plays together in the previous series. March the ball, got to light that fire again and get this thing moving.
So Nieves rambles for the 1st down. Keeps a running back in, set up behind him, sets up out of the pistol, hands it off, Moore. Quick hitting play up the middle, across the 30, trying to fight his way up to the 31-yard line.
He's ball down by number 59. That's Eco.
Well, Logan Capps, Joe, does a lot of different things for this offense. Plays in the slot, plays an H-back position in the backfield, plays tailback, does it all.
Kicks.
Kicks, yeah, I forgot about that. Punts and kicks.
There isn't a whole lot he doesn't do. Gain of 5, and they'll hand the ball off again. This time, not much there. Middle was stacked up a lot better that time by Homestead. Still maybe about 1.5 yard gain. Bring up 3rd down and still about 4. See where they're going to spot that ball up around the 34-yard line. So 3rd down and a short 4. He was barking out the signals. Got motion right to left. Second back through. Gets it up the middle. Didn't get it. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe another yard to the 36. So 4th down coming up.
Those tough downs, 3rd and 4, is it a passing down? You feel good about a run call to get to 1st. It's a tough one.
Jeff Bilbrey got in there again and anchoring the middle. 6'4" junior. We had 13 tackles a year ago. Last week had a half a sack tackle. He's a 6'4" junior, 300-pounder. A lot of beef to try to move from the middle. 4th down and 2. And Capps back in to punt, maybe. Waiting at his own 24-yard line. Now the whistles, and we'll have another timeout called by Northside. And they may want to think, might have had a little bit of trickery in mind with 3:27 remaining. But it's still very nip and tuck battle here. 10-7 in favor of Homestead. Will step out. IHSAA football on Fox Sports, 12:50 the ticket.
If you are one of the many Hoosiers suffering for years from neck and back pain, we have good news for you. Did you know there are now new non-surgical approaches to easing, reducing, and even eliminating pain in the neck, back, and spine? You are invited to Aaron Chiropractic, located on Fort Wayne's northeast side in College Park, just off Stelhar Road, to discover a new approach, a new treatment plan for pain relief and pain management. The start to a pain-free lifestyle may be just a phone call away. What are you waiting for? Call Aaron Chiropractic to set up an initial visit. Their number is 260-492-8811. One call. That can mean the return to a life without pain. Aaron Chiropractic.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, Northside, they want to rethink, and I think now they're going to kick. 3:27 on the clock, and fourth down, and you're always tempted on those short yardage situations, 1 or 2. Now they've got a little motion behind the line of scrimmage, but Camp's in to kick it away. And wobbly ball far side, that'll hit inside the 30 and go out of bounds somewhere between inside the 25. Going to mark it upfield a couple of yards, and went out up around the 30-yard line. So a little improving field position for Homestead now with 3:21 remaining in this first half.
With one timeout left to go, Joe, I think the Spartans will see it air it out a little bit here. Again, great receiving core. K-Side's had decent protection most of the night.
And he'll have 3 wide again to his right on this first snap from scrimmage. First and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Kazai now walks up to the line of scrimmage. Waiting for the offensive coordinator to let his offense know what they see from the Northside defense. High snap, but play action fake. A quick slant is there, and he's got a catch at the 50-yard line. Some open field inside the 30 to the 25. Sorrell's chasing, and they'll knock him down. But it's Connor Fitzharris running the deep post pattern across the middle of the field and all the way down inside the 10, close to the 4-yard line.
Great play design, Joe. Really isolated that one high safety of that Redskin defense. Made him choose between 1 to 2 vertical routes. Left one open. Kazai found him. Great play.
So a big hitting play by the Spartans has them first and goal, knocking on the door to add to their 10-7 lead. Skoronek is in. He's tanked to the right side. Fitzharris stays in wide right. Durnell, the running back, they hand the ball to him. Knocked down. Big hit right at the 3.
What a hit by Whitner. What a play. I'm guessing his nickname's probably Hitner, Joe. What do you think?
Tyson Whitner, credited with the stop, making his presence known. Second and goal. The ball at the 4-yard line. Nothing there that time for the Spartans. Kreider. He'll set up in the slot to the right side. Split wide of him is Skoronek. Skoronek's got Lockett defending one-on-one. Comes up in press coverage. Here's the quick fade, and that one, little miscommunication. That Skoronek was cutting to the inside. The ball was thrown on a line to the outside. Incomplete.
Big third down here, 3rd and 4.
Remember the game started with a fumble recovery on the kickoff, setting up then was a field goal, 30-yarder by Gott that right now accounts for the difference in the ball game, 10-7 Homestead. Still 2:31 remaining. And it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 4. Kazai again drops the throw, throws left side, a diving catch, and up and in. Let's see who got that. I think it was Kreider maybe that came up with it. It is Austin Kreider, the 2nd touchdown catch of the ball game. And that'll make it 16-7. It'll be a 4-yard quick hitting toss to the left side just across the goal line at the 2:27 mark.
Had Kreider and Skoronek on the same side there, Joe. Skoronek worked vertically. Just kind of took the coverage deep in the back of the end zone, brought Kreider underneath. Great little play design there at the 5-yard line.
Gott comes on to try to make it a 17-7, 10-point lead. Fitzharris, the holder, waiting for the snap. Right-footed kick is on the way. Curling a little bit off to the left, and is no good. Wide left, no good. That'll make it 16-7 with a timeout here at Chambers Field. We'll be back with the kickoff. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Satisfied with your bank? Have you considered a credit union? Midwest America offers about any service you need. The convenience of free mobile banking, debit cards, ATMs, free online banking and bill payer, competitive loans, mortgages, and more. Deposits insured to $500,000. Hey, consider this an invitation. Your next bank should be a credit union. Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
You're listening to the high school football game of the week on WGL Fort Wayne, Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Little crossing pattern into the end zone. Kazai to Austin Kreider for the touchdown. Extra point no good. That play was set up on the long pass play combination from Kazai to Connor Fitzharris. That got down to the 4-yard line. Took him a couple of plays to get in, but Homestead on top now 16-7. 2:27 remaining here late in this first half. Here comes the kick, squib ball, bounding ball high. That's going to be fielded inside the 30, and they had a little trouble covering up. They'll down it right about the 30-yard line.
That kickoff fielded by Lionel Farrell. Northside will take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So Homestead, who needed just one play basically to get 76 yards and a chance to score, get into the end zone. Now it's going to be Northside, basically about the same position at their own 30-yard line. And 2:26 on the clock. But Redskins are out of timeouts. Homestead has one remaining. Got to be careful here. Montrell Moore checks in as the running back, offset to the left side. And here's Aaron Nieves. He'll roll to his left. Looking. He's got a man open, but steps out of a tackle now, scrambling, looking, and then he is going to run out of room and run out of time as he run out of bounds on the near sideline here.
Written down by number 90. That's
Aaron Niezwecki in on the coverage. Able to wrap up and knock him down. So that's a loss of a couple of yards back at the 28-yard line. Call it 2 minutes time remaining now, and second down and 12. This time Nieves from the left side hash mark. Blitz coming up the middle. Nieves in the pocket, steps up, has running room, cuts to the 30, stumbles, cartwheels forward to about the 35-yard line. That'll keep the clock moving with a minute 40 remaining. Pat Donnelly making his way down on the field. He'll be checking in with head coach Chad Zolman. Right now, though, it's third down and 5. 90 seconds remaining in the first half. Nieves short drop again. Wants to throw. Near side. That ball is caught at the 45 at first down. Good timing play that time. The catch is made. David Johnson.
Taken down by Ivory Wilson.
Ivory Wilson in on the coverage. Had 6 tackles last week. 1 pass broken up for Homestead. As they move the chains, clock stopped with 1:20 remaining in the first half. Davis barking out the signals once again. Wants to throw. Looks near side. Downfield looking for David Johnson. There's contact and a penalty. Ivory Wilson is going to draw the flag against the Spartans.
However, there's a penalty flag on the field.
So the clock stops with 1:10 remaining. Now, there was contact. Wilson was trying to keep his hands up, but the body was bumping. And apparently they're going to call that offensive pass interference. Going to be the call. Defensive pass interference. So that'll move the ball now into Homestead territory for the Redskins with 1:10 on the clock. And let's see where they're going to spot that ball. It'll be at the 40-yard line, first and 10. Northside trying to cut the deficit once again. They trail it by 9 here at home. Moore, motion. Here's Nieves. Pulls it down. Tip ball at the line of scrimmage. Knocked down by Jack Northquist. That falls incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:06 remaining.
For Logan Tapp. That brings up second down.
So that took just 4 seconds off the clock. Snyder sets up in the slot to the right side. 2 wide to the right for the Redskins. 2 wide to the short side to the left. Davis again looking to make a play. Dances to his left, throws, high ball, and that one chipped in the air and intercepted. On the deflection, it'll be Homestead getting the ball back.
That pass intercepted.
And let's see who came up with that ball. Wells, I believe. Gawain Wells.
Gowan Wells.
So that's the first interception of the ball game. That stops the North drive as Homestead will take over the ball, 1st and 10.
11-yard line.
And they'll have the ball back deep at their own 11. But it keeps it a 16-7 ball game. Here's with 59 seconds remaining. So Kazai will come back in to run the offense for Homestead now in the late going. In spread offense, short drop, looks left. Here's a ball, and that one was nearly, well, it's caught. With a gain out to the 20-yard line, I thought for a moment that Northside had a chance for an interception, but it is caught by Austin Kreider. And that is good for a first down. That ball that did not get in there with a lot of zip, but good enough. And gives Homestead improving field position at their 22-yard line now, and a new set of downs to work with. Kazai wants to throw again over the middle, looking. That one's incomplete. Little square out pattern run that time. Intended receiver Jonah Watson, incomplete. Takes the clock down to 42 seconds remaining. Homestead led early 3-0, then trailed 7-3. But then breaking open a 10-7 tenuous lead and leading it now 16-7 late in the first half. Run play up the middle, running room. That's landed Darnell. Darnell running room at midfield. Being chased to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and brought down at the 21-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by Lockett. North side, but Homestead with 30 seconds remaining and knocking on the door once again inside the red zone. And now a late penalty flag on the far side of the field. Let's see what that's going to be. Right now the ball's at the 19-yard line. Landon Darnell with a big run. Tell us it's a sideline warning. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 19. North trying to come up with some D to keep it 16-7. Kazai, a lot of room, a lot of time. Throws to the corners, got a catch inside the 5, and a touchdown. That was Skoronik. 19-yard touchdown. Nice delivery by Kazai. Kept the ball to the right side, and at 6'4", Ben Skoronik was able to reach out the hands and then reach across the plane of the goal, breaking the plane to count the touchdown with 18 seconds remaining to make it 22-7. So Homestead again coming up with big plays down the stretch to lengthen the lead, and now extra point by God attempt. Missed his last one on the way. This time it's good. So add one to the Homestead total. They lead Northside 23-7 with the timeout. IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
You've heard the saying, it's all about the Benjamins. Nothing could be more true at Tom Steele Tire, where it's all about saving you money. For over 35 years, this family-owned business has been saving Fort Wayne drivers lots of Benjamins. Offering quality tires and ASE-certified mechanical service for your car, and that includes an oil change and tire rotation special, all for just $24.95. 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne to serve you. Tom Steele Tire, not just a tire store, but a complete automotive center.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, last week, Drew Kazai completed 58% of his passes, threw for over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Now he's found the end zone to receivers twice in the second quarter, and he's built the lead up to 16 for the Homestead Spartans. They lead it 23-7. Bounding balls, squib kick down the middle. That'll filter through to the 18. Here's a return across the 25 to the 33-yard line. And clock down to 13 seconds, so Northside will have a time for one more snap or so.
Northside will take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Well, they've got good field position to work with at the 34, but time only on the clock. They're without timeouts. And they'll have 1st and 10 with just 13 seconds remaining. And we'll see if Aaron Nieves will just simply take a knee and try to regroup here at halftime. Homestead won the toss, deferred. They'll get the ball here at halftime. And don't forget, at halftime, Tim Rooney from Stiefel will join us. And with the stock market the way it's been, some interesting things going on. You'll want to pay close attention to Tim Rooney. And here is just the kneel down. And that is going to be the final play of this first half. So 23-7.
Northside 7.
And we'll wait for Pat Donnelly across the field as he'll be looking for head coach Chad Zolman to get his take on the first half of things. Homestead right now just huddled up at midfield waiting for Northside to leave the field. And we'll be checking in when we get a moment with Pat Donnelly down on the field looking for the head coach and getting his impressions of the first half.
Joe here with Coach Zolman. Coach, 2 great final drives by your offense. How does that build momentum before you go into halftime?
Well, it's huge because we get to kick off the second half, and hopefully we get to move the ball a little bit. And I couldn't be more happy with those last 2 drives. I felt like we kind of sputtered out down here on a couple series before that, so it was nice to get a couple punched in. It was nice.
Great job of mixing run and pass. Any plans to get Ben Skronik more involved?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're leaving him by himself, so we're going to take advantage of it a little bit,
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you, Joe.
Pat Donnelly with head coach Chad Zolman's got to be enjoying how his team has responded. Their second SAC challenge, and they've come up with big plays to set up a scoring touchdown in the second quarter. Their lead against Northside is 23-7. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Then we invite you to stick around. Tim Rooney will join us from Stiefel, and some tips and some suggestions with the wild and wacky world of the stock market and the world of finance. So 23-7, Homestead in the lead here at halftime. We'll be back. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Northside marching Redskins.
Like roller coasters, guitar solos, and race cars. That's also why I love Fios Internet from Frontier. Now with 1 year of Amazon Prime. I use blazing fast Fios Internet to get instant access to Amazon Prime movies and TV shows. Plus I get unlimited photo storage, music, and Kindle books. And you can't beat free 2-day shipping.
Get Fios Internet from Frontier for $24.99 per month with qualifying phone service and 1-year agreement on new internet service, and get 1 year of Amazon Prime. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
Oh yeah, life in the fast lane.
Get Fios Internet for $24.99 per month with 30 megabits per second upload and download speed, and get 1 year of Amazon Prime included. Call 1-888-FRONTIER. Limited time offer for qualifying services. Taxes, fees, and other restrictions apply. 1 year of Amazon Prime service included with 1 year agreement on new internet service. A maximum $100 early termination fee applies. Subject to availability. Fios Marks owned by Verizon Trademark Services, LLC, and used under license.
Hi, this is Russ Isaacs, former head football coach and athletic director at Snyder High School. I can tell you from personal experience that next to winning a championship, nothing compares to receiving a championship ring. The ring is a culmination of high achievement and adds tremendously to a student-athlete's self-esteem.
Take it from the coach. Honor your achieving student-athlete with a championship ring from Signature Style Jewelry. Join the winner's circle. Get a free price quote and your artwork today. Call Todd Oliver at 800-273-8124, extension 3. That's 800-273-8124, extension 3. Write it down, 800-273-8124, extension 3. Or email him at todd@signaturestylegewelry.com. That's Todd at signaturestylegewelry.com. Signature Style Jewelry, the leading online retailer of championship rings, class rings, and fashion jewelry.
The game
team just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
The market goes up, the market goes down. And if you're a typical investor, you may be playing games, trying to guess correctly when to buy, when to sell. That can be expensive and exhausting. Well, what if there was a local company with tons of investment experience to help you take some of the guesswork and worry out of investing? The name is Stifel, specializing in individual portfolio management. Stifel can help reduce the risk and worry of investing, building you a portfolio of quality, performing stocks and bonds. Give Stifel a call at 260-459-3989.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
We'll be bringing you that interview with Tim Rooney coming up here shortly. But 23-7 here at halftime. We're joined right now by Aubrey Reichel from the Journal-Gazette. And, you know, Aubrey, coming into this ball game, and really going back to last week, I think a lot of people in what was the old Summit Athletic Conference had questions. Well, what will be the response by Homestead and Carroll coming into the SAC? They'd had tremendous past, rich histories of success in the old Northeast Hoosier Conference. And I would say after the first 2 weeks and a week and a half, or at least, that I think we can safely say they match up very well.
Yes, very. Both teams today are pretty equal in terms of their quarterback, their defense, and obviously it doesn't show. Homestead has taken a little more advantage of kind of the shortcomings of the Northside offense.
You know, and again, from a Homestead standpoint, again, I think a lot of fans wondered, you know, they look back over the last 3-4 years, guys going back to Zach Terrell, who led them with prolific play at quarterback, and even last year. But Drew Kezai was kind of an unknown quantity coming in, and last week he throws for over 200 yards, and he set up some nice. Of course, he's got time in the pocket, and that makes maybe guys like you and me look good playing quarterback too. But he's been making the plays, and he's really stepped up to the challenge.
He's made a few incomplete passes today, but I mean that's to be expected. It's only the second week. There's definitely time to improve, and I think he makes good decisions in terms of when to pass and when to hand it off.
Let's talk about Northside again, trying to improve on a 3-win season a year ago. They started out last with 49 points. And the good news, they responded when they turned that ball over on the kickoff and trailed 3-0, came back with a nice run, 38 yards by Arian Nieves. But break down the Redskins a little bit, some of the pros and some of the cons you've seen here in the first half.
A definite con would be Arian Nieves not throwing when he has the opportunity. He tries to run a little too much, take a little too long in determining what to do exactly with the ball, and at that point, his opportunities are gone.
Looks like he's been a little tentative at times.
Yeah, and even the coaches on my side of the press box have been definitely noticing the lack of really looking and seeing who's open.
One of the things Ryan Hall was talking about, he wanted his team to play fast, and at times I think they were forced to take some timeouts that they really did not want to take at certain opportunities.
Yeah, and you just kind of sometimes have to take that opportunities that you have and kind of regroup as a team, get all on the same page.
And that's what Ryan Hall's got to be telling his team. Hey, we're down 16, but they've made some big plays to set up scores. We can do the same thing.
And I think that's all it comes down to is just making those big plays when you have the opportunity. And so hopefully second half they'll be able to kind of pick it up a little bit more.
Aubrey Reichel from the Journal-Gazette. We'll look forward to your article tomorrow morning with Greg Jones, and say hi to all the staff of the Journal-Gazette, and we'll look forward to tomorrow's article.
All right, thanks, Jim.
Aubrey Reichel joining us. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with Tim Rooney standing by on the wings. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Behind the scenes of the making of a great play area.
I'm envisioning something really spectacular, something over the top. Let's draw up some plans.
Yes, JP.
Right away, JP. Excellent idea. Bold move, JP. We'll get right on it.
I see a large fort with a giant cannon to slide down. Let's make it historic. Tie it in with the history of Fort Fort Wayne. And we gotta have it soft so kids of all ages can play. Let's have those blueprints on my desk by Monday morning.
Jefferson Point and Lutheran Children's Hospital ER presents Fort Wayne's largest indoor soft play area. Parents can relax while the kids explore a fort, slide down a cannon, and crawl through the 16-foot cherry blossom tree. Over 2,000 square feet of indoor play area, the largest retail play area in the state of Indiana. Bring the kids and enjoy the fun at Jefferson Point. For details, go to jeffersonshopping.com.
There's so much to see. It's where you want to be. Jefferson Point, Jefferson Point.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
We're with Stifel's Tim Rooney, who's branch manager and senior VP of the company, and over 30 years of experience, Tim, with helping people, advising people about their investments. You know, as you look back over that period of time, some 30 years, you know, your thoughts about the investing game, are there differences nowadays compared with maybe the first 3, 4, 5 years ago when you got into the investment game?
Joe, I think the biggest thing that stands out to me over 30 years is when I started, everybody used to always buy stocks that were down and out of favor. And the one thing I've noticed, especially over the last 5, 6 years, you want to be more invested in the winning companies, the companies that are doing really well. Countless examples, JCPenney, Radio Shack, companies that were depressed, their stocks went down real well. Well, they're now on the verge of bankruptcy. So if you bottom fished on those, you pretty much lost everything. Buying Disney, Gilead Sciences, you know, quality Apple, quality companies, leaders in their field has been kind of the area that I've really attuned to more over the 30 years.
You know, everybody that walks through this door here, everybody that calls you has got, you know, a different set of circumstances, different goals. You know, some are concerned about maybe raising money for their kids' college education. Some want to reduce their tax bills. How do you begin the process? You know, when somebody comes in here, everybody's unique. How do you begin and try to get to the root of what they're about?
My number one job starts out trying to understand the individual's risk tolerance. If I understand that, it's pretty easy after doing this so long of knowing the investments that will then meet what they're trying to look to accomplish. The older the individual is, I will be more conservative because they do not have as many years to go on the working cycle to recoup if the markets didn't cooperate. But the biggest thing is develop an asset allocation. How much of your money is in safer assets and how much is trying to grow, and mix it and make sure they understand the risk tolerances of each.
You know, the market seems to be performing very well right now. The Dow, as we speak, is over 17,000. S&P has just reached 2,000. I heard a comment this morning that stocks have appreciated some 25%. But, you know, some are fearful of a correction. You know, if you're just trying to jump into and looking for the best investments right now, at one time stocks and bonds were the preferred way to go. Has that really changed at all because of where the Dow is right now?
Well, I think when you look at the Dow, no question it's done very well over the last 5, 6 years. If an individual is starting to invest right now and has 10,000, 100,000, whatever the number may be, probably not prudent to put all of it in the growth stock avenue with the markets at this area. But, you know, again, I try to take a client's age minus 100, and that is the percentage I'll try to get towards growth assets. And if you stay allocated based on your age, you're not worried as much, because if the stock market goes down, well, some of your money is just earning interest in interest-bearing investments. But, you know, dollar cost averaging when the markets are at peaks, buying on a systematic monthly investment is another tool of success if you're worried about the market correcting.
One of the terms I've heard you use is actively managed portfolio. Can you elaborate a little bit? What does that really mean?
Actively managed just means a lot of planners and advisors will hire a manager or just to utilize mutual funds. We like to develop and buy individual securities and diversify the portfolio ourselves. And again, reiterating back to some of the things we talked about earlier, staying with the winners of each field, making sure they're allocated properly, but actively watching it. If needed, instill some stop losses if the market starts to break down, so that we would become out of position. Stock doubles, take half off, things like that. Just actively monitoring the portfolio for the client.
It sounds to me like that personal touch where you're actively involved and really watching day to day what's going on.
Correct. Our business is it's all relationships and getting to know your customer.
Country is aging, as I'm sure you're aware. The baby boomers retiring now in droves. Seniors, when they approach you, I know they're concerned about safety and preservation of capital. What can Stifel do for the seniors?
Joe, we have pretty much every investment vehicle you can think of, from CDs, which unfortunately they pay as low as what you're seeing at the local bank. So we went to some intermediate term notes, corporations, which is not going to be FDIC. So it's our job then to explain the risk of the investment that the individual is buying if it is not going to be an insured investment. But many new issue corporate notes, preferred securities. Many banks issue a lot of preferreds, 6-7%, which are dramatically higher than what the bank is paying.
Well, you just led me into my next question, because as you know, banks are paying 1% or less than that, and not just seniors nowadays, but everybody's interested on the highest yield or rate of return they can get for their investment. And talk a little bit more about maybe some of those specific things that are really low on the risk side but higher on the reward side.
Yeah, I think as you look at, again, there's corporate bonds, corporate notes. I think the biggest concern is, when do rates go higher and when do rates start going up? So our job is to kind of ladder and not go too far out on the maturity schedule. So we try to look at some of these senior notes that come out that, maybe is from 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 years, which isn't that long in the investment cycle. I mean, time, as we all age, goes by so fast. A 3-year bond comes due very quickly, and the beauty of that, even up to 10 years, if interest rates go up, the time gets close to maturity, so you're not going to feel it as much as the price goes on. The perpetual and the longer term bonds are more of a worry going forward, just because of, if interest rates go up, there is no maturity attached to that.
Tim Rooney, Branch Manager, Senior VP at Stifel here in Fort Wayne. The number to call, 459-3989. That's 459-3989. Good guy to get to know, serving individual investment needs for over 30 years, Tim Rooney. Now let's get back to more of our halftime coverage. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports, 1250, The Ticket.
Hi, I'm Charlie Momper from Momper Insulation. We've been around since 1956, and we're still the #1 name in insulation. Chances are you've seen us re-insulating the home in your neighborhood, where we blow insulation into the sidewalls and attic to make your heating and cooling more efficient. Give us a call and let's talk about all the insulation options we have available to help you save money. I know we can do the job for you. You've got my word on it. Call us at 432-7543.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
23-7 here at halftime. Down on the field, Pat Donnelly's got head coach Ryan Hall.
Joe, Coach Hall here. Coach, did a lot of positive things in the first half. What do you tell your team at halftime to get them motivation back and momentum back in your favor?
I mean, it's only week 2, so, you can't push the panic button. Just relax, have fun, improve on what you're doing. We had some mistakes offensively. I thought the defense got some, a few stops there, and with an offense like this, you almost got to match them score for score. So, Mers talked to Arian, tried to shore some things up here for the second half, but the more opportunities you give their offense, offense, the more chances they have to score because they're potent. So we'll try to put some more pressure on them here in the second half and see if we can score. But we're only down a couple scores. So.
Absolutely. Good luck to you, Coach. Thank you.
Great job, Pat Donnelly, with Coach Ryan Hall, trying to stay positive, trying to get his team back into things. They trail by 16, though, and Homestead will get the ball back first to start the second half. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
McDonald's presents things said at breakfast by no one ever.
Burnt toast, hot diggity darn.
Rubbery waffles? I'm still gonna get my grub on.
Ooh, cold leftovers. Mama likey.
No one ever loves a bad breakfast, so get a real one. Served every morning at McDonald's.
Make mornings real and get 2 Egg McMuffin or 2 Sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches or one of each for just $3.50 at McDonald's. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices single item on menu.
Sold. That's the word you expect to hear when selling a home. And Rick Whitman from Century 21 Bradley can give you and your family the advice, expertise, and satisfaction to fit your needs when buying or selling a home. With Rick Whitman's nearly 40 years of can-do experience, you'll find an effective method to accomplish your goal. Select the proper loan and feel the comfort of your new home. When you think real estate, think Rick Whitman at Century 21 Bradley. Call 260-704-6565. Be sure to ask for Rick.
Did you know the IRS tax code now consists of nearly 80,000 pages of rules and regulations? It's enough to make you cry. But now there's real affordable help right here in Fort Wayne. Walburn Financial Management, a firm that cuts right through the legalese, working hard for you, providing external solutions to bookkeeping and tax problems. Walburn Financial Management, taking flawless care of all your personal reporting, P&L, or even individual tax requirements. Give them a call, 260-459-2240. You'll sleep better at night being assured everything's taken care of. Walburn Financial Management. Where do savvy sports fans in the Summit City go when they need to know more than just the score? It's an easy choice. No other media outlet covers the local sports scene like the Journal-Gazette. You get 7-day sideline coverage from the area's most experienced and knowledgeable sports staff. It's a commitment to Fort Wayne that the Journal-Gazette takes very seriously. When you need to know the story behind the story, nobody delivers the goods each morning like the Journal-Gazette. And even when you're on the go, you can still catch up on the latest sports news online at www.journalgazette.net or from your mobile device at www.jgmobile.net. Start your sports day right, every day, 7 days a week with the Journal-Gazette.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses like yours with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, recommend smart solutions, and help you build your business. Our knowledgeable consultants uncover your communication challenges and provide visible solutions. At Fast Signs, we're innovators, planners, and designers. We're more than fast, more than signs, and we're more than ready to help. Contact Fast Signs today.
Text the word Fast Signs to 90407 to receive sales and discounts.
You're a super fan who will tailgate anywhere. The pros? Check. College? Check. Your 8-year-old's Pee-wee game? Big time. And to prepare for this ritual, you head to Meijer for freshly prepared food and licensed team apparel. Proudly display allegiance to your favorite team with our licensed short and long sleeve tees, hoodies, hats, and jerseys. Plus, load up on fresh meats, snacks, and drinks. So don't just tailgate. Tail greater at Meijer.
Brought to you by Meijer. Meijer is proud to support IHSAA football. And now, back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parsons on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Skowronek starts the second half, returning the kickoff, cartwheels forward, dives across the 25 up to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Homestead. First snap of the ball game, Kazai wants to go and completes Kreider's pivot move, first down and much more across the 45, up the midfield, close to it, out of bounds. Nice move after the catch by Austin Kreider.
Joe, I think with Homestead mixing up run and pass so well in the first half, I think that's really key for their offense here in the second half too, and a great first down play, throwing a hitch route to Austin Kreider to get things rolling.
So just like that, Homestead on the march, just short of midfield at their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10, 3 wide to the right side. North side, just one safety back right now. Here's a screen coming up near side. Watson needs a block. Got it. Cuts to the 47 and then got back to the line of scrimmage. That's pretty good recovery. Sorrells was there. David Johnson as well, and they played that one pretty well.
Again, great pursuit there by Northside. They really pursued team defense. The speed to the edge is very well. And the jet sweep, that was a bubble screen there. Really pursued the football well.
Remember, you can catch video highlights and game replays just about any time when you go to SummitCitySports.com. That's SummitCitySports.com. See a replay of today's game coming up tomorrow. Here's a wide open catch left side, and that was Kreider again as he brings it into North Territory inside the 45 and is close to another first down and all the way down inside the 42. Let's see if he's got the first down. Very close to it. Maybe short by less than a yard. Maybe close enough for the officials to take a look-see in the measurement. Going to bring out the chains across the way.
Looks like it's going to be third down.
Yeah, short by inches, they say, and no measurement.
What a quick passing game to start the game, or the second half here, Joe. Targeting Kreider primarily.
So a big play both ways. Third down and less than a yard. And here's the give, and Turner, or no, it's a keeper play, and Kazai's got running room down the left sidelines. The read option, fake the handoff, and really disguised that one well, and he's got the first down all the way inside the 30.
Yeah, it's one of those plays against the foundation of a Homestead running game. Against a defense like this, fast-flowing defense, that zone read play for the quarterback is lethal.
Spotted at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Homestead on the march once again. From the time this was a 10-7 ball game, 13 unanswered points. Screen pass coming up the middle. Running room for a moment inside the 20 to the 19. Kreider again getting the call on that receiving play.
You know, Kreider, Joe, is a guy that has got to be big in this offense because of all the attention Ben Stronach gets. You know, getting double covered, you know, safety brackets on top can isolate Kreider a lot to the other side.
And Jonah Watson has helped out quite a bit here tonight as well. And Fitzharris had the one big catch that set up the touchdown late in the first half. Here's running play up the middle. Breaking it out to the left side. Landon Durnell to the house. 19 yards. It was 2nd and 1. And he goes 19 yards for the touchdown. And Jonah Watson for the touchdown run.
Again, Joe, great mixture run and pass for that drive there with the Spartans. Again, kind of keeping that fast-flowing, high pursuit, Redskin defense off balance, mixture of run and pass. Awfully tough to defend. You're doing equally, run and pass and being so efficient in both.
So Homestead wastes little time to start this second half. And right now trying to take a 30-7 lead. Here is the kick on the way, high end over end on the way, and is good. So we'll step out. We'll be back in Northside trying to recover. They trail it at home by 23 points now. IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, the ticket.
Next time you're downtown and needing to feed your sweet tooth, you're just a few steps away from Rudy's. Fort Wayne's perfect location for stocking up on those famous to brands gourmet chocolates the Summit City is famous for. Rudy's is located just catty corner from the main entrance to Parkview Field. In fact, Rudy's is a great place to meet up with friends before an event at the ballpark. There's even outside patio seating, ideal for relaxing after work. With a wide assortment of adult beverages and aromas to choose from as well, Rudy's, distinctly different in downtown Fort Wayne.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, the ticket.
19 yards on the touchdown run. It was Landon Durnell into the end zone as he ran for 9 touchdowns to lead the Spartans a year ago. Makes it 30-7 now, and now the Spartans kick it away high. End over end. Caps trying to locate it. It's got it at the 12. Brings it far sidelines. Gets by 1. Cuts to the 20. Upfield across the 25. Short of the 30. Knocked down around the 27-yard line. That is where the Redskins start on offense. Other scores. Last report, it was Northrop having a good night tonight, Pat. They lead over Wayne 24-0 last report, and at halftime, the last we heard, it was Snyder leading by 1 over Lures at 21-20.
Really surprising score there with the, I guess the injury update we got right before the game about Noah Wazinski not playing tonight.
Tells you a little something about the Lures Knights and their resiliency and depth. Logan Snyder into the ball game, far to the right side. 3 wide to the short side of the field. Here's Nieves handing the ball off, and Montrell Moore lowering the shoulder. No, it's Logan Campson. There's the running back right now, and cuts across the 30 to the 31.
You know, Joe, this is a drive for this offense. Really, it's a gut check. You know, it's how do you respond? You know, you're facing some adversity here. Quick score by the Spartans. How do you respond?
Talking to Aubrey Reichel of the Journal-Gazette at halftime, and she said that Nieves looked a little indecisive at times, waiting a little too long. Now he throws quickly and completes. He's got a first down on the far side and a little better, a little crisper delivery that time.
You know, it seems like to me, you know, Joe, the quick passing game, you know, really gets a quarterback in a rhythm. I think that's what the coaching staff, the Redskins, are doing here, getting more in the comfort zone, getting the ball out quickly. Great way to start the second half.
You know, going back to your dad and all those years at St. Francis, you know, sometimes you talk about a quarterback, you don't want them thinking too much back there.
Absolutely.
Here come the Redskins again, keep it on the ground, a straight ahead carry, and that's a good gain. That's close to a first down, just short of midfield.
Yeah, you don't want to give the quarterback, you know, too much pass, a 1 and 2 progression maybe. That's about it.
It'll be a gain of 9, second down and short. So Northside trying to put something together here at home. They've seen Homestead score on their first possession to start the second half. 30-7 our score. Play action fake. Nieves looking, dancing. Now steps up, looking for running room. And wrapped up and dropped. Got rid of the ball. They're going to call that a pass. It should be an incomplete pass. Referee down there says incomplete pass.
The question is it grounding? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, you had a chance to talk to the referee. By the way, did you catch his name down there?
I don't remember, Joe. I'm sorry. He told me he used to do our games many, many years ago at St. Francis.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's retired from college, though.
So it is ruled incomplete. Third down still in 1. Nieves checks that Homestead defense. Looks to hand it off. No, he'll keep it himself. Curls around the left side. He's got the first down into the second level. Inside the 40 to the 35. And down to about right at the 35-yard line. Gwen Wells came in to make the stop.
There's a pressure look there by the Spartans. And the zone read play again. Nieves reads that defensive end, pulls the football, and gets a critical first down on this drive.
Don't forget, next Friday night, we'll be at Zoller Stadium for the big SAC matchup between Concordia and Southside. High snap, but Nieves has got that. Gives it to the second back through up the middle. And there'll be a positive gain inside the 35 down to about the 33, maybe the 32-yard line. Hunter Terrell sat out last week's game because of a sore ankle. And back tonight. 73 tackles a year ago, 5 for loss, a couple of sacks and 1 fumble recovery, and a key component to the linebacker in the Homestead defense. Here is a keeper play by Nieves. Read option again, trying to fight his way to the 30. Didn't get there, though. Stopped at the 31.
Joe, you got to think 2 downs here if you're Coach Hall and staff here. You know, coming up here with a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, maybe a long 6. 2 plays here to get you the first.
3 wide again to the left side. One of them is Herman Tinker. He's split farthest wide to the left. Now Moore moves up, flank to the left side of Nieves. Out of the gun, rolls to the left. Here's Ariane looking, throws late, and that ball short hopped in, incomplete. Looking to Herman Tinker, 5'10 junior, but incomplete, and now it is 4th down.
It's a tough task for the quarterback, a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, throwing that hitch route.
Got to square up and move
tough.
Very tough on to get the body in sync to square up to deliver the ball. Moore stays in as the running back now, Montrell Moore. And they stay with that 3 same trips packaged wide to the left side.
I would anticipate quick passing game again here, Joe.
Need 6. Nieves rolls to his left, buys time, looks, throws ball near side, got a catch, and out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So that time a good delivery to Logan Snyder. Or check it on the reception, Denicolo.
Cut down by number 22, that was Matt Anderson.
Get a little rollout flood concept, took 3 receivers to that short side, found space there with that, the middle of the 3 levels there on the flood pattern.
So the Redskins now in the red zone and trying to get in for only their 2nd touchdown of the night. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line from the left side hash mark. run all the way. Nieves into the 10 and stacked up, still on his feet, down inside the 9 to the 8-yard line.
Really impressed with the Northside offense here, Joe. The resiliency, facing a few conversion downs here, third, then also fourth down, with making some plays. Definitely a resilient group here, being down 30-7.
Got a big sophomore tackle off the left side, Evan Clark, 6'5" sophomore, 300 pounds.
Played as a true freshman last year, Joe.
Dakota Alt and Chris Jacobs the guards, Ivan Nykum at center, and Jared Wright the other tackle.
I guess in high school they're all freshmen, right? True freshmen, yeah.
Here we go.
Habit.
And Nieves again looking for running room and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it.
Quarterback keeper. And he's hauled down by 45.
So it'll be third down.
Penalty flag comes in late.
There was a penalty flag apparently coming in there. Let's check our referee across the way. Checking with some of his folks. And we will know here shortly.
Something after the play.
Unsportsmanlike call both ways. Well, I'm sure you heard about that game last week, Michigan City and South Bend, South Bend, Washington, I believe.
I heard a little bit about that, yeah.
They never got to halftime in that one, and a double forfeit as it turned out, and a lot of folks suspended, coaches suspended. And, IHSAA is all about sportsmanship, and you've got to have control. They say play through the little whistle, and then it's over, it's over. Offset eye to the left side for the Redskins now on third down and 3. Nieves looking, hands it off. There's Montrell Moore, found an opening, cracks it inside the 5, looking for the goal line, but the knee hit at inside the 2.
Great block there by Tyson Whitner there, Joe. The inside linebacker, the star of the Skin defense, playing fullback there, leading the way in that isolation play. Heck of a block.
So they've got first and goal from inside the 3-yard line.
Same personnel group, same formation here. Whitner in the backfield.
Whitner up as the halfback, left side, offset to the left in that halfback position. Montrell Moore is the fullback. Officials taking a little time now to sort things out, not to reset the play clock. Now they do, and it runs. And here's Nieves barking out the signals again. High snap, came up with it, scramble play, starts left, and he's going to be eaten up and dropped back outside the 5 around the 8-yard line. That was trouble from the get-go on the snap. Came through there, Hunter Terrell wrapped him up.
It appeared to be the same isolation play they ran the previous snap for the first down. Again, that high snap really disrupts timing. Nieves had an ad-lib there.
Second and goal now, but back around the 8-yard line are the Redskins. They do have 2 wide either side. Here's Nieves rolling right, being pressured, throws to the corner. That ball is caught for a touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass play here at the 5:54 mark. David Johnson on that catch. So Redskins do it the hard way, but they do answer the Homestead score to cut it down to 30-13. Tell you what, that pass, it had to thread the needle. There were defenders back there for the Spartans.
Great play design there by Coach Mers, offensive coordinator at Northside. Versus man-to-man coverage, a little rollout, had a little rub action there with the 2 receivers. Kind of picked off those man defenders. Great route.
Caps on for the extra point. The rush is on, but the kick is away, and it is good. So Redskins get their second scoring touchdown of the night. Still, though, Homestead on top here at 30-14. Under 6 minutes time remaining in the third quarter. We'll step out. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
If you are one of the many Hoosiers suffering for years from neck and back pain, we have good news for you. Did you know there are now new non-surgical approaches to easing, reducing, and even eliminating pain in the neck, back, and spine? You are invited to Aaron Chiropractic, located on Fort Wayne's northeast side at College Park, just off Delhar Road, to discover a new approach, a new treatment plan for pain relief and pain management. The start to a pain-free lifestyle may be just a phone call away. What are you waiting for? Call Aaron Chiropractic to set up an initial visit. Their number is 260-492-8811. One call. That can mean the return to a life without pain. Aaron Chiropractic.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parsons on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
So Northside trying to come back at Tad as they've cut down what was a 23-point deficit or 30-point deficit to 23 points, and it is 30-14. And pretty good golf ball game going on elsewhere between Snyder and Lures. They're tied, we understand, at 27 all. Now Northside kicking away from right to left in Ryan Hall. Will they try to come up with some trickery? Homestead kind of cheating up a little bit. Will they go onside? We'll find out. Here comes the kick, and they do kick it off deep. Far side, that'll be fielded at the 18-yard line, and return left side. Some little running room at first with a carry back out across the 30. And that is where Homestead now will go on offense. 1st and 10 with 5:49 remaining in the third quarter.
Again, Joe, we mentioned the previous drive, what resiliency by the Northside offense to answer after a quick score there by Homestead. Now it's defense's turn. How are they going to respond now after their offense got points?
Dave Johnson checks in. He had 3 interceptions last year for Northside. He's the deep safety right now. Redskins featuring 3 down defensive linemen. Check it, 4 down defensive linemen. And Johnson only backed as far as the 40. Everybody fairly up close defensively for Northside. Kazai checks off again. Play clock still shows 14 seconds. Now we'll backs up out of the shotgun formation. Little motion, Jonah Watson. And that one was stopped right away. Procedure, the indication against the Spartans, that'll cost them 5.
Being a no-huddle team, Joe, when you have a lead like this, you want to keep your momentum and your flow going. At the same time, you got to be smart utilizing the clock here to your advantage. That might be something to do with that false start penalty. Slow things down a bit. At the same time, you're going no huddle.
So 1st and 15 now with the ball move back to the 25-yard line. Spartans work from the left side hash mark. 1st and 15. 2 wide to the right. Pump fake. Kazai looking, flush to his right. Looking for running room. Wrapped up and dropped back around the 21-yard line. Big play defensively for the Redskins.
Great job in the back end there, Joe. That was a hitch and go, a double move on the outside with Kreider. Redskin defense saw it all the way, got on top of the route, made the play in the backfield.
Hakeem Woodruff, left defensive end, who had a sack last week. Loss on the play on that tackle. 2nd down and 18 now. Kazai.
Got to think they're going to target Skoranek here eventually, Joe.
2 wide to the left. Motion. Fitzharris. Play action fake again. Here's a throw over the middle. Got a man out there. Kreider's got it at the 40 to the 35. Had a step and made the catch, and Kazai laid it right in there. Step for step was Kreider running with the ball.
I was talking about earlier, Joe, again, the shift is on. The safety on top of Skoranek is really, really wide, playing on top, giving Kreider an opportunity of single coverage on the backside. That's why he's having such a big half here, Joe. Single coverage.
So here come the Spartans now. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line, just very close to the 34 of Northside. And Kazai on target again with that finesse. Here's the blitz coming to defensive left side, and a pass, the quick out to the near side. Connor Fitzharris couldn't find the handle, and Kazai under pressure that time did pick up the blitz.
Good blitz there by Northside of forcing a quick throw.
Sorrells coming on the blitz that time. So the incompletion stops the clock with 4:48 remaining here in quarter 3 action. 30-14. Homestead with the ball. They've got the lead. And Kazai looking at Landon Darnell. No, keep it himself. A late pitch comes to Fitzharris. Fitzharris fights his way to the 26. Spun around and dropped right there.
Really overall, played pretty well there by Northside again. That's a lot of elements there. Triple option there with the pitch component there as the final phase. And again, Northside got there in a hurry.
Got to exercise good discipline. Stay in your defensive lanes, your responsibilities. That time Northside did. 3rd down and let's call it 4. Kazai backing up again. Got motion. Jonah Watson, blitz coming right side. And here is Kazai. Keeps it, curls up inside the 30 to the 25 and brought it down to about the 23-yard line, and he's got himself a first down.
Another big conversion, Joe. They do an outstanding job at Homestead on third down plays. Again, stretching north side horizontally with that jet sweep fake. Kazai back up inside. Great play design. Well executed third down.
You know, at the snap, too, it looked like north side. Their defenders were all inching toward the right, but that offensive line did a great job of getting just enough of the trap blocks to open up the hole for Kazai. New set of downs now with 3:40 remaining. Screen comes left. There's Fitzharris. Harris cuts to the 20, looking to angle out of bounds and gets outside in the inside the 15.
Tell you what, Joe, and this is from a receiver coach. Austin Kreider is having a heck of a half. Outstanding block on the perimeter there to eliminate that defender, to make that a plus play. Pickup of 9, all about that perimeter block on that corner by Kreider.
Pat, is he one of the guys that has he gotten a lot of attention for at the next level?
From the smaller schools, you know, I think he's really put some good film together these first 2 weeks. I know we're extremely interested. Really doing everything very, very well right now.
Another first down, 1st and 10 from the 12. And here is Kazai. Throws complete. Skoranek inside, and he's got a touchdown.
What a route.
Well, he caught it at the 5, and boy, he just went into the end zone untouched.
Really sold the slant there, Joe, to get that defense squeezing inside, playing slant. Skoranek pivots back out, really one-on-one the outside. Nice pitch and catch. Walk in the end zone. Well executed play.
Second touchdown catch of the night for Ben Skoranek.
Not getting a lot of touches, Joe, but I tell you what, when he gets them, they matter.
Got on to attempt the extra point. Looking to make it 37-14. Kick is on the way. Got a lot of leg into it and splits the uprights. 37-14. Back to a lead. Big lead of 30. 37-14 our score with a timeout. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Satisfied with your bank? Have you considered a credit union? Midwest America offers about any service you need. The convenience of free mobile banking, debit cards, ATMs, free online banking and bill payer, competitive loans, mortgages, and more. Deposits insured to $500,000. Hey, consider this an invitation. Your next bank should be a credit union. Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Glad you join us here tonight for our Friday Night Lights feature at the home of the Redskins at Chambers Field with Pat Donnelly from the University of St. Francis. I'm Joe Parson. Still 3:23 remaining in this third quarter. 37-14 our score. Homestead kicking away, and over in far side. Is that one going to go out of bounds? It does. So it'll be a penalty and a choice for the Redskins, either asking for a re-kick or taking the ball up around the 35-yard line. Next Friday night at Zollner Stadium, our SAC feature will have the Concordia Cadets going against the Southside Archers. The interesting sideline to that ball game we mentioned a little bit earlier, Pat, is C.J. Morris, who played with Concordia a couple of years now, transferring and now with the Archers. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, you don't see that a whole lot in high school football, you know, transferring in high school, you know, from one program to the other, but you certainly got that next week.
I think we caught the score update. Snyder now breaking the tie. They lead Lures 34-27 in that one. Here it's 37-14 in favor of Homestead, and they do they'll re-kick, so that'll back them up to kick it away from their own 35-yard line. Lead is 23. Chase Gott missed only once on conversions tonight. Low line drive kick again. Bounds once, bounds twice. Picked up at the 16-yard line. Run to the left side, across the 20. Cut to the 25, 30. There's a penalty flag, though. Big hit on the north side sidelines here. Caps on the return. I think Skoranek was involved with making that stop.
Probably a block in the back, Joe, looks like.
You know, I know for fans that is so tough, you know, when they see, especially it's your team getting whistled for the penalty, a block in the back, and you think, well, how easy is that? But it's not really that easy when you're moving, you know, 30 miles an hour down there.
No kidding.
And a guy turns his back on you maybe.
Not to mention you get a chance at a big block, you know. Kind of lick your chops. The next thing you know, you got the guy in the back.
Seemed like a good idea at the time, right? Holding's going to be the call against the Redskins. We mentioned both teams a week ago, despite scoring 49 points in respective victories, they were kind of penalized by the Yellow Laundry. Homestead had 7 penalties for 89 yards. And Northside, even worse, 9 penalties for 95 yards. Penalty will move them back to their own 13-yard line where it's first down and 10. Davis barking out the signals once again. Rolls to his left side, trying to buy time. Looks, throws downfield. Got a man. David Johnson leaves out. Did he make the catch? They're going to rule it a catch. Boy, I tell you what, Johnson, Herculean effort to come up with that ball.
The double move, a hitch and go on the outside, Joe. What a move there by Johnson. Even better catch, laying out for the football.
And he's not a big guy, Pat. He's only 5'8".
He's actually down the play right now. Hopefully just a cramp. So try to straighten the leg out for a cramp.
He just laid out, gave it all his all.
Great effort for a senior player.
So we're going to have a bit of an injury stoppage of play right now. Injury timeout brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. Winning combination with the IHSAA. We'll keep it right here because just that quick. Johnson on his feet and ready to go back to work. But that'll give Northside a big play, a shot of the arm. As the gain is all the way up just short of midfield at just inside the 49-yard line. First and 10, though, Redskins.
You know, still resilient. I appreciate the aggressive call. You know, he just gave up the score again. Go right back after him.
Logan Snyder's had some big catches tonight. He's in part of a trips package wide to the right. Homestead one safety back now. 2 linebackers as Nieves trying to set up a screen. Looks back near side. And wow, that was close to... Terrell got in there, almost won the ball around, but that was well telegraphed. I think they were trying to get the ball to Caps. No chance on that one.
That was a little bit of a throwback screen. Great recognition there by Terrell, Joe. Sniffing that screen out.
But Arian did a much better job when he really sold it, rolling one way and then looking back and completing that screen. This one was a little more tentative. Second down and 10, 2:55 remains in the third quarter. Empty backfield now, 3 wide to the right, and here's Navis, straight drop. Rush is coming, gets away from one. Now steps up, will run to midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30, out of bounds. Good decision, good scramble play, and picking him up, laying him down was Arian Navis.
But what a showcase of talent there, Joe. See what type of player this guy is. Can run with the football, obviously throw it very well. That true dual threat player, that quarterback position. What a play.
So they'll mark it at the 30-yard line of Homestead for the Redskins on the move now with 2:46 remaining in this third quarter. Same set, empty backfield, motion Caps. But here's Navis throwing to the left corner, but there was contact and no penalty call as Herman Tinker was the intended receiver. Avery Wilson had the coverage. So no harm, no fouls. Second down and 10 on the incompleted ball. Takes the clock now to 2:42. Caps in. And he'll be he'll set up in the slot to the wide side.
Got a sub package in here for Homestead, Joe. A little nickel package, extra defensive back on the field. And a second long.
2 to the short side, and here's Nieves again looking for running room. Cuts to his right, cuts to the 20, and got another yard to the 19. They had him by an ankle and brought him down. They'll mark the ball just inside the 20-yard line, and another first down for the Northside Redskins.
Great awareness there by Coach Burrs, offense coordinator at Northside, recognizing that sub package. A little lighter on the field there for the Spartans. Ran the football right at that nickel package. Big run.
Capps and Snyder sent again wide to the right side. Protectors in to the left of Nevis. He rolls left, looking, throws the ball. Nice, right through David Johnson. And how often do you see that? Great plays by talented receivers, and then one right in the breadbasket, right through the hands.
Hit him right in the hands. And curl route, he dove for that last hitch and go. Made an unbelievable play. You got to catch those routine ones too.
Yeah. Just tried to, more often than not, trying to run with it before you've got the ball secure. Montrell Moore stays in, the running back, offset to the left. And Nieves on 2nd and 10 gives the ball to Montrell Moore. And he's gang tackled right at the 20-yard line.
That was Montrell Moore, the ball carrier.
So the Redskins looking for some answers, trying to come up with, make some plays. The dying moments here of the third quarter. Down by 23 here at home.
Just got to report Joe Snyder 41-27 now over Lures.
So the Panthers now putting together some late scores to break what was a 27-all tie. Now up by 2 touchdowns. Nevis on 3rd down and 10. Obviously 4-down yardage area from the 20-yard line. Wants to throw again, looks over the middle. It's got a man. There's a catch. Short of the goal line was Dave Johnson again running the post pattern. And it'll be 1st and goal for Northside, just inside the 2-yard line of Homestead.
Man-to-man coverage on the outside, Joe. What a strike. And great route there by David Johnson. What a strike there by Nieves as well. One-on-one coverage and make him pay for it.
So let's see now with Northside, tough yardage area. Inside the 5, Nieves looking, hands the ball off. Not much there. Moore maybe gets right back, maybe a slight gain. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 1.
Appears to be some type of heavy package coming in for Northside here, Joe.
Just took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking the same thing when they're bringing some of the big guys, including Evan Clark, who's played most of the ball game, the 6'5" sophomore, 300 pounds. And it is the tight package, everybody in tight, straight eye formation, and they'll look to hand the ball off. And here's a run for a touchdown.
Does Tyson Whitner look like they're Joe in the backfield?
Tyson Whitner.
They do. Call Tyson Whitner for the 1-yard touchdown.
2-yard touchdown run.
What a football player that guy is, Joe. Top tackler on defense for the Skins. Had a great ISO block playing fullback. Now he gets a reward carrying the football in the end zone.
So out of the full house package, the tight formation gets into the end zone, and now Capps will try to cap it off, if you will, with an extra point attempt here. Trying to get it back to a 16-point difference. Right-footed kick is on the way, and that one is good. So Logan Capps comes through with the conversion. 37-21, and Northside hanging around here at home. We'll be back. IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
You've heard the saying, it's all about the Benjamins. Nothing could be more true at Tom Steel Tire, where it's all about saving you money. For over 35 years, this family-owned business has been saving Fort Wayne drivers lots of Benjamins. Offering quality tires and ASE-certified mechanical service for your car. And that includes an oil change and tire rotation special, all for just $24.95. 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne to serve you. Tom Steel Tire, not just a tire store, but a complete automotive center.
You're listening to the high school football game of the week on WGL Fort Wayne, Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Don't forget, coming up at our post-game show brought to you by Walburn Financial Management, providing bookkeeping and tax services for the little guy. A good-looking drive by Northside. Trying to keep things positive for the Redskins, as they're still basically padded 2-possession ball game. So
I wouldn't count the Skins out, Joe. I tell you what, they've
still a quarter to play.
Shown a lot of resiliency.
North ready to kick it away from right to left. comes the kick, and they'll kick it deep, near side. That's caught inside the 15. To the short side is Kreider. Kreider down the right sidelines to the 40, 45, 50. He's behind the defense. Straight arms one, but stepped out of bounds in north side territory around the 30-yard line. A play on a return, Pat Donnelly, that did not look like it had a lot, but Kreider made it work.
This guy's making a lot of plays tonight, Joe. I'll tell you what, he's doing everything from return game to making key plays in the passing game, blocking on the perimeter, having a whale of a game.
They just kind of lull you to sleep with those plays that look like they don't have a lot, and all of a sudden they're running down the field.
I'll tell you what, Joe, this guy, we've watched him for a couple of years. I think he's gotten a full step faster. I mean, he's really developed his body in the weight room and gotten a lot faster.
Clock right now shows 39 seconds remaining. North side trying to blitz up the middle and the left side. But Kazai backing away. Play clock still at 12. A lot of time to check off and get the play in that they want to run. He wants to throw. A short drop. Throws right. Looking for Skoronek. And the ball's caught and a touchdown. That might have been touched by a north side defender, but Skoronek got some distance. And one play and a touchdown. Good for 30 yards.
So it's one of those plays. You're going to throw it to your best guy. Find a way. Double coverage. You got a corner on top. Safety bracketing on the hash. Took it right through that hash. Kind of a skinny post type concept there. Just threw it up, and what a play by Skoronek. Coverage was there. Just a great player making a big play.
And how about Kazai getting the ball where it needs to be time and again tonight?
Had some courage there. It was double coverage. Again, you know your matchup. You know you got one of the best guys in the state, in the area here. Throw the football to. Give him a chance.
Third touchdown catch of the night by Ben Skoronek. And now the extra point attempt by Gott is all the way, and that is good. So instant points on the board by the Spartans, and they build the lead out to 44-21. We'll be back. IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Hi, Charlie Momper here from Momper Insulation. It's never too late to add insulation. You'll be amazed at the results when our Momper professionals retrofit your walls and attics with high-quality insulation. When we're finished, you'll stay warmer and hopefully save money on your heating bills as well. Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Call today.
Another SAC score update for you in the third quarter.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Pat Donnelly with us here tonight, enjoying his color commentary and just remarking that the game is starting to look 44-21 like some of my old arena football days. For the old Grand Rapids Rampage. 17-7 Dwenger with the lead over Concordia. We caught that score.
Did you have much of a voice after those arena games, Joe?
I was younger and stronger, I think. Short bounding kick, fielded at the 35, return to the 40, and still a forward push for the Redskins all the way up close to midfield. Again, one of those plays, Pat, it didn't look like it had him much, but Northside makes it work. And now they've got great field position to work with right about midfield.
Although they're down, I know a guy like Tyson Whitner, a senior leader of this team, he's always going to fight and play hard. He had a chance to get the ball in his hands there on a squib kick, and he's going to make something happen.
It's amazing because it looked like we were going to go to the fourth quarter in a 37-14 ball game, and in about the last minute we've had 2 touchdowns on the board, and now it's 44-21. So Nieves will have some opportunity. Still 27 seconds on the clock here late in the third quarter. Montrell Moore sets up again, flank to the left side, but here is Nieves, steps up, time of the pocket, throws the home run ball downfield's got a man, but that far on time for David Johnson, a little bit too strong as he could not catch up to it.
Going to try to make a play here. David Johnson's been the guy all night and got behind the safety level there and certainly had a chance.
I always get a kick out of watching the defenders coming back after a play like that when actually they were beat. Johnson had maybe about a step or so, and they're looking at one another, talking to one another. Whose man was that? Was that your man or my man? Second down and 10. Clock stopped, still 20 seconds remaining. Nieves empty backfield, near side throws, got a catch at the 45 of Homestead. And that's Johnson. Well, he thought he was at the pro level. He got up and he wanted to run again, but he's down. It'll be a short gain of about 5, maybe 6 46 yards.
Stage, I'm impressed with both teams' receiving corps. How they spread the ball around. They've got talent on both sides of the field. These spread offenses, really impressive.
We hear the horn, and that will be the end of the third quarter. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Northside when we return to Chambers Field, but they're down big still, 44-21 at the hands of Homestead when we return. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
The game just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sports-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
Sold. That's the word you expect to hear when selling a home. And Rick Whitman from Century 21 Bradley can give you and your family the advice, expertise, and satisfaction to fit your needs when buying or selling a home. With Rick Whitman's nearly 40 years of can-do experience, you'll find an effective method to accomplish your goal. Select the proper loan and feel the comfort of your new home. When you think real estate, think Rick Whitman at Century 21 Bradley. Call 260-704-6565. Be sure to ask for Rick.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody. Joined us just in time, ready for the first snap to begin this fourth quarter. Northside, good news, they've got good field position at the Homestead 45-yard line, but they've got 3rd down and 4, and they are down by 23 points here at the start of this fourth quarter at home.
There's a new look on the Spartan defense, Joe. You got Ben Skoranek coming off the edge here as a defensive end.
2 safeties back for the Spartans. Motion for Northside. Left to right behind the line of scrimmage. Davis throws the out. He's got a catch. David Johnson again spins. Steps out of bounds, but it'll be good for a 1st down.
Once again, the quick passing game really been effective the second half for Northside.
So the Redskins move the chains. And they'll have another 1st down at the 37-yard line. Make it of Homestead. This time the 3-wide package comes to the right, the wide side of the field. Davis out of the shotgun. Homestead not showing blitz, but they pressure from the outside. Over the middle, a catch is made. And it'll be short of a 1st down, but
once again, this time to Logan Capp.
What a player Matt Anderson is, Joe. Number 22, the safety for the Spartans, junior. Leading tackler last year as a sophomore. Great football player in that back end for the Spartans.
I tell you, 6'2", got good size down there, back there at safety.
Homestead calls the timeout.
So the Spartans will take a timeout right here. 11:34 remains, early moments of the fourth quarter, and it is 44-21 Homestead on top. We'll be back, IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Every small business person has the same dread: taxes, reports, and bookkeeping. What are you to do? You know you can't afford the big guys to keep you legal and solvent. Well, now there's Walburn Financial Management to save the day. Here's their number. You're going to want to remember this one: 260-459-2240. That's 459-2240. Why? Well, Walburn Financial Management specializes in the little guy. With reasonable rates and sensible retainers, Walburn Financial Management is simply perfect for the small business budget.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
2nd down and short for the Skins. They move from left to right. They've got it at the 30-yard line of Homestead. Spartans did call that timeout. They want to blitz from the left side. Play action fake. Davis option run on the counter and brings it inside the 25 to about the 24. It'll be another 1st down for Northside. A little counter round by the right side. Well, certainly, Pat Donnelly, one of the keys tonight. Drew Kazai, the quarterback for Homestead, threw for 2 touchdown passes last week. He's already thrown for 3 here tonight.
It's been really spot on, Joe. Really been impressed with his night.
Here comes Davis, though, trying to come up with a big play. Pulls it down, scrambles, wrapped up, and dropped. They got him wrapped up front.
Being taken down behind the line of scrimmage, initially hit by number 54, Nick Clovis.
Great coverage on the outside there, Joe. Man-to-man coverage. These corners are really doing a great job. Taj Curry, Ivory Wilson doing a great job locking down that edge.
Taj Curry, you mentioned first year playing football. He was a basketball star, of course, this past year. The championship run by the Spartans.
No, he's a good basketball player. He's a natural cover corner.
And they've got Nieves again, and there was Tico Brown coming through there. And suddenly, Homestead, the defense just pins their ears back.
Once again, great job in the back end of coverage there. Playing a lot of cover one coverage, we call it, Joe. One safety on top, man-to-man everywhere else. Really locking down the Skins perimeter receivers here in the passing game. Doing a great job.
Nieves just has not found the time he did a short while earlier. Instead of 1st and 10, now it's 3rd down and 21. Empty backfield once again. One of the safeties cheating up in press coverage. Here's a screen to the far side. A good block, though, but the ball nearly popped loose, but the knee hit around the 26-yard line. So it'll be 4th down, and the Redskins still going to need about 12 yards to convert on this snap of the football with 9:50 remaining and the clock moving. Game started out after a fumble recovery on the kickoff, setting up a 30-yard got field goal for Homestead to grab a 3-0 lead. North side got the lead back. Here's Nieves looking to the corner, looking for Caps. Ball tipped in the air. Pretty good defense.
What defense? Outstanding play.
Wills, I believe, back there made the play.
By number 49. That is Cannon Cameron who broke that pass up.
Again, man-to-man look there, a little wheel route there by Logan Capps to match up that strong safety and coverage, and what a play there. Cameron Shannon there, Joe. What a play.
So the Spartans get the ball back at their own 26-yard line, and it remains a 44-21 ball game with 9.5 minutes remaining. Mentioned both these teams go next week, and they have tough opponents. Redskins hit the road. They'll play at Carroll next Friday night. And Homestead is home, but they'll take on the Dwenger Saints. Here's a play that never happened because there's a penalty, not a penalty, but a timeout called by North Side. Well, they had the safety back with a shoelace problem. And I'm not sure the official recognized that, but he did recognize the timeout. So that'll stop the clock with 9:30 remaining. 44-21 our score, and we'll step out. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
The market goes up, the market goes down. And if you're a typical investor, you may be playing games, trying to guess correctly when to buy, when to sell. That can be expensive and exhausting. Well, what if there was a local company with tons of investment experience to help you take some of the guesswork and worry out of investing? The name is Stifel, specializing in individual portfolio management. Stifel can help reduce the risk and worry of investing, building you a portfolio of quality, performing stocks and bonds. Give Stifel a call at 260-459-3989. Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Yeah, you look at Homestead's record coming in. The good news, right now on the verge of going 2-0 in the SAC, and both games on the road, Pat, but they come home next week, but they got Dwenger. A little spin play, but a handoff, nothing there, but Northside will shut that down for a loss back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, doesn't get any easier for Homestead, does it? Or, for that matter, Northside as well, going to Carroll next week. It'll be a great matchup, both games next week.
It'll be 2nd down at about 18.
So a big loss for the Spartans all the way back to their own 18-yard line, 2nd down and 18. And Homestead, let's see if they place. Here's a quick slant. Kreider's got it. After the catch, nudges across the 25, got another yard up to about the 26. So it'll make it a, well, it's still 3rd down and 9. Got about half the yardage necessary.
What a night this guy's had, Joe, Austin Kreider. What a great slant route there. Winning inside, beating that coverage to the inside for that slant pattern. Really, really sharp.
Got some deceptive moves once he catches the ball. Motion by Jonah Watson. Play action fake, though. Kazai loads up, throws right side. Too far. No, he's got a catch. Boy, that's good for a first down. And Kazai on the money. I thought he overthrew the receiver, but Skronik was right there. Comes up limping a little bit.
When you have a guy like that, Joe, you can lay it out there a little bit. He'll go get it. And he definitely kicked it another gear there as that ball was thrown towards that hash mark. What a play there.
Been in some difficulty, though. Hands on hips, looks to the Homestead bench. I think he's going to hang in there, though. Try to walk it off. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And Chad Zolman's just got to be so ecstatic with his young quarterback who tries again over the middle, and he's got Kreider for a touchdown. That easy. 32 yards on the scoring toss at the 8:08 mark. And Kazai, I think that's his 5th touchdown pass of the night.
What a night! What a night for this receiving corps, Joe. I tell you what, the 3 main guys here. Jonah Watson more in the run game, but these 2 outside receivers, Skronik and Kreider, have been a force. Wow!
And they've got to be an absolute nightmare for the north side deep secondary.
Tell you what, Joe, there's a lot of good receiving corps in these teams in this area. It's amazing. Snyder's got 3 that are outstanding. Bramley and Hippenhammer, David Turner, those are great players. These guys at Homestead are outstanding players. A lot of good ones around.
Got it with the extra point, and that is good. So that'll make it 51-21. Now it's up to a 30-point lead. And this is IHSAA football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
McDonald's knows that not all deals are good.
Honey, what is that?
It's called an umbrella. It's an umbrella for dudes. Comes with 6 different attachments. Flashlight, crowbar, stapler.
You paid money for that?
I did.
Here's a great deal that's real. Kick up your morning with our new chorizo burrito. Zesty chicken chorizo, scrambled eggs, peppers, onions, and melty cheese in a flour tortilla. Get 2 chorizo burritos for just $3 at McDonald's. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices single item posted on menu boards.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parsons on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Well, laughing up here because Pat Donnelly is almost like a kid in a candy store looking at all the choice candy out there.
We're definitely looking to get a few receivers this upcoming class, and I tell you what, there's
a lot of choices.
A lot of choices in this area, and I know Ben Skronik is a Northwestern commit. He's going to be a big-time player in the Big Ten, and I tell you, this Austin Kreider's a heck of a player. David Johnson for Northside. A lot of good players on the field.
High kick, return from inside the 10 across the 15 to the 22-yard line, so that's where Northside will start again. You always wonder about the academics, Stutz. Not just enough to have the athleticism. Your dad used to tell me, going way back, kids got to take care of their business in the classroom.
First and foremost, our university is definitely challenging, and the young men that we like to bring into our program have got to be students first and athletes second, and it's something that is essential. And anywhere you go to college, Joe, I mean, it's the academics have got to be number one. And
well, some schools now, but we won't name names.
I can tell you Northwestern's definitely an academic school.
Yeah, exactly. I heard a report today that some schools, maybe 30-35% of the kids go to classes, maybe that much. Here's a delayed run, and there's some running room off to the right side. That's a carry across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Logan Capps again.
Really new look in the running game. They're pulling the backside guard, leading the way. A little change of pace in the schematics there in the run game there for Northside.
Capps doesn't have the size of Moore, but a little bit more deceptive. A little quicker step, perhaps. That's a gain of 8. Second down and a short 2. Capps stays in. Offset to the left side of Nieves. Motion by David Johnson. Play action fake again. Here's the throw down looking. And the ball right-handed attempt is no good. There's going to be pass interference that time as the pass was intended for Kalen DeRosier.
It was intended. Number 81, Kalen DeRosier. And incomplete, however, the penalty flag came in.
Remember that New York Giants catch, Odell Beckham. I thought for a moment, because DeRosier raised that right hand, I thought he was going to try to make a one-handed catch while he was being interfered with.
That's one of the best catches I've ever seen, Joe, Odell Beckham.
Unbelievable hands.
Yeah.
Penalty will move the ball up just short of midfield to the 40, just across the 47, short of the 48. Well, the Redskins with their work cut out for them. Down 30 here at home. 51-28 our score. At Homestead, how about 49 last week and 51 already tonight? Play action fake. Davis runs right, running room. 45-40. Got a lead blocker. One of the big guys. That was Evan Clark leading the way. Well, you like to see your 6'5 sophomore, 300-pound lead blocker downfield. And Davis followed that truck all the way inside the 30-yard line.
He's a big athletic young man, Joe, only a sophomore. Tell you what, Homestead, playing a little bit more, not necessarily a pre-bit defense, but a too-high safety look, playing man underneath, leaving some running lanes open here for Northside.
1st and 10, motion Caps gets the screen. That's a lateral. He can pass it again, but he'll try to turn the corner, but runs out of real estate and got back to the line of scrimmage only.
Dealt was a backward pass. You kind of think a double pass coming there. Number 29. Versus man-to-man, awfully tough on influencing those third-level defenders that are in man coverage on a double pass. So
you're going to give them credit for about a half a yard, just inside the 30-yard line. It will be 2nd down. We'll call it 9. The clock did not stop, by the way. Keeps running. We're down to 6:45 remaining. Empty backfield once again. There's motion out of it. Play action fake. Davis looks, throws the fade to left corner. Nothing there. And then there's a penalty flag. That really, Pat, I got to say, was kind of miscommunication with the receiver. Held up on the route, or was he held?
I think he was held up there, Joe. That's a fade pattern there versus man-to-man coverage, and really kind of impeded his opportunity to work vertically there. I think that corner just kind of hung up the receiver just enough.
So that will draw the penalty, we believe, and be a walk-off against Homestead.
And I will say Northside's taking chances of what they're getting here. I mean, a lot of cover one, one high safety, man-to-man underneath, playing some we call cover 2 man under, 2 safeties on top, man-to-man underneath, forcing a lot of one-on-one throws versus man coverage, and taking shots.
Well, why not? You've got just week 2, 6:36 remaining. Motion by David Johnson. There's a fire play. Bad snap, and that's scrambling back Nieves, but all the way back outside the 30-yard line.
Back by the 30-yard line.
Joe, I will say, though, I think there's some things that Coach Hall and staff can really build on here. I thought really early on they did a great job on 3rd down, mixing up looks. And on the defensive side, they made some plays on offense. Again, this is a good Homestead team they're playing here tonight.
So it's 2nd down and very long. Here's the screen to the left side. Caps works to the 30, to the 25. Angling to the left side, down inside the 20-yard line, and brings it down close to the 16-yard line.
It's that same throwback screen. They're going to roll to one side, come back and throw it back to the tailback the other direction. Pretty good chunk play right there, getting to a 3rd manageable.
Pat, we talked about earlier, one of the keys to making that play work, the quarterback's got to sell it. And I wonder, at your level, with the kids you've got, is that something you really try to preach to your quarterbacks?
Yeah, you got to get defensive flow, again, to get some space in the backside for that throwback screen.
Nieves couldn't get rid of it. He's sacked again for a loss. Back, Tico Brown got in there, brings him down around the 25-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and long, 4th and 18.
Needing a ride home, and you need to make that call. Now is the time to do that.
Unfortunately, Joe, an offensive coordinator doesn't have a whole lot of plays in this situation. This is going to be a tough one.
And now we've got a little shoelace problem. Play clock, I'm not sure they reset it yet. They're going to allow Nieves to tie his shoelace. And now they will mark the ball ready for play, and the play clock will run.
Probably look for just a one-on-one matchup and throw vertically in the end zone here, Joe.
Motion right to left to Nakalo, and the whistle's blue right before that play. Procedure will cost the Redskins 5 more yards.
Flag, it's a legal procedure called against the Redskins.
So that'll move the ball back to the 29 and make it difficult a little bit more. It'll be 4th down with 5:06 remaining, 4th and 23. It basically got to get down to the 1-yard line or score. Dave is turning around, having a little chat with Logan Caps back there. Motion again to Nakalo. They'll fake the ball, give it to, no, it's Nevis looking, the rush is on again. Scrambling to his left, gets Y1, throws the ball in the middle, and there's a catch made. Still on his feet at the 10. And there's Camps looking, tripped up, and a fall down at the 8-yard line. Boy, he gave it everything he had. Just could not quite get the distance he needed down to the 1. Came up about 7 yards short.
Tell you what, Joe, Logan Capps has played his tail off tonight. Done a great job. He's asked to do everything. Utility player for Northside. He kicks, plays a slot, plays outside, plays tailback, plays on defense every snap. What a player.
That is the third 4th down stop of the night by Homestead's defense. They'll take over the football, 1st and 10. They'll have it at their, I believe it's going to be around the 8-yard line. And right now the clock, they're allied, just 4:52 remaining. And this is kind of the point of the ball game where you expect to see maybe the new and different numbers filtering in to the lineup. Garrett Drysdale came in earlier, played for a play when Drew Kazai lost his helmet and an equipment problem. And we'll see who's in there right now for the Spartans. I believe it is Drysdale in there, hands the ball off, and didn't get much on that running play, maybe right back to the 9.
2 big receivers are still in there, Joe, Skoranek and Kreider.
Going to keep them honest, right?
I guess. I'd love to know the numbers on Kreider tonight.
Well, I know you're going to be going down on the field and hopefully get a chance maybe with Austin Kreider.
Love to.
Get his impressions, and he's got to have all the admiration and appreciation of the job that Drew Kezai has done tonight, getting the ball to runners basically in stride tonight. You know, Chad Zolman was talking to us in the pregame, saying that this is a kid that played basically junior varsity ball last year, but has stepped right up. Running play will get a gain out to the 10, just across the 10.
Again, coming from a coach here, Joe, you got to give credit to that coaching staff at Homestead. Coach Skelton, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach at Homestead, is a great high school football coach. Does a great job technically with those quarterbacks. And again, this offensive system, obviously 49 points last week, 51 this week. I'm guessing they're the leading scoring offense in the state. I would guess they are after this week. I can't imagine anybody being higher.
But you know, Pat, you're hitting on a good subject because schematically they just seem to have interchangeable parts year after year. Play action fake again, sweep coming up to the left side, and bouncing off the would-be tackle. A good run, absorbing a couple of hits and bringing it out.
You know, the thing they do so well, Joe, again, they've got tons of skill in places and skill positions in particular. Again, the quarterback is a key point, and Kazai has had an unbelievable performance tonight. But they have, they have base plays and they have complementary plays off those base plays. Again, just outstanding job in organizing an offense, and they're going to be a formidable opponent for anybody in this league.
Grant Raver getting that last call, 5'9" sophomore that came in. Good hard-nosed run, breaking a couple of tackles, gives them a 1st down for the Homestead Spartans inside of 3.5 minutes. Drysdale handing the ball off again. Nothing fancy right now for the Sparties because they just want that clock to keep moving, and the carry will be out across the 20 to about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. Well, last report, looks like there was a fumble on that play, and Northside will have an opportunity recovering at the 3:08 mark, so a chance to get a little closer. They're down by 30, and it looks like we've got maybe a brief timeout on the field. We'll step out for a quick 30-second break. IHSAA football on Fox Sports, 12:50 The Ticket.
You're a super fan who will tailgate anywhere. The pros? Check. College? Check. Your 8-year-old's Pee-wee game? Big time. And to prepare for this ritual, you head to Meijer for freshly prepared food and licensed team apparel. Proudly display allegiance to your favorite team with our licensed short and long sleeve tees, hoodies, hats, and jerseys. Plus, load up on fresh meats, snacks, and drinks. So don't just tailgate. Tail greater at Meijer.
Brought to you by Meijer. Meijer is proud to support IHSAA football.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Update score on that Snyder Lures game, 55-27, I believe we heard last report. So the Panthers beginning to pull away in that one. Northrop earlier was having their way. Last report we heard was 24-0 over Wayne. That's got to be a big, big win in the making for Jason Dorfler and the Northrop Bruins. We saw them last week, and they were impressive for about a half. Homestead, though, or Carroll, I should say, just kind of wore them down. Pat, you got something else?
Yeah, finally there, Carroll 60, Southside 7.
Wow. Well, the Archers, we'll see them against Concordia next week at Zollner Stadium. Here come Nievas up the middle, cuts to his right, breaks a tackle, cuts at the 15 to the 10, and dives down to about the 7-yard line. So Arian Nievas has not stopped playing.
Give him a lot of credit, Joe. I tell you what, he's asked to do a lot in this offense, carries the football a whole heck of a lot, and obviously got to make the decisions in the passing game. He's a great football player. I tell you what, he's fun to watch.
Threw for 1,551 yards, 19 touchdowns a year ago, ran for another 432 yards, and scored 4 rushing touchdowns. Averaged better than 5.5 yards a carry. Here's Capps, short of the goal line, inside the 2, down to the 1.
Capps takes it all the way down to about the 1-yard line.
You know, you find out a lot about your team in a situation like this. You're down 30, but there's no quit in Northside.
Well, you don't see it at all, Joe. I tell you what, that's impressive. You know, you got the great leadership and the coaching staff, the Northside staff, and you got to give credit to the seniors on Northside, always keeping, continue to fight here even though you're down 30.
Nieves fakes the handoff, rolls around the left side, and from a yard out into the end zone. So Arian Nieves stops a little of the blood flow, as from a yard out he'll score at the 2:24 mark. Dave Johnson now comes on to be the holder, and Logan Capps will attempt the extra point. Right-footed kick is on the way, and that is good. So it'll be back to a 23-point ball game. 51-28 our score at the 2:24 mark. We'll be back. IHSAA football on Fox Sports, 1250 The Ticket.
A trip to downtown Fort Wayne is not complete without a stop at Rudy's at 409 West Brackenridge. Next time you're headed to the baseball game, make pregame plans to stop in at Rudy's, where you'll find a wide assortment of adult beverages and aromas. But Rudy's is also a premier downtown location for picking up those mouth-watering DeBrand's chocolates. What better way to catch a game at Parkview Field? Make it a date for a stop at Rudy's, right across from the main Parkview Field entrance.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Arian Nieves, I should say, into the end zone. And we'll see perhaps an onside kick attempt coming up for the Redskins. Homestead suspicious. They'll have 10 men up within about 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. 2:24 remaining. You get a score here, get it down to a 2-score difference. And they do know they'll line the ball deep, and that's caught on the fly at the 18. A run by Hunter Terrell, and he's got some running room now at the midfield. Caught from behind, but not before he reaches the north side 40. And Terrell rolls down to about the 36-yard line. So Hunter Terrell getting a chance.
Kickoff was taken by number 49, Cameron Shannon. Carries it up the middle.
So Homestead now with 2:16 remaining, and they'll stay with Garrett Drysdale at quarterback. He's a senior, 6'1", 175. We understand in training camp, really, Chad Zolman, the position at quarterback was up for grabs between Kazai and Drysdale. Now they'll run the ball and hand it off. And that's a carry by, that's Raber again. Grant Raber getting the call on a sweep to the near side. Pat Donnelly making his way down on the field. as he'll be getting ready, trying to talk with a couple of the Homestead Spartans here in our Walburn Financial postgame show coming up. That's a gain of a couple. And meanwhile, the clock rolling on down inside of 1:40 right about now. Time remaining in this one. Drysdale waiting for the snap. Play clock at still 6, trying to milk it for all it's worth. Now waiting for the snap and looking to hand the ball off. Here's a little cut back to the left by Michael Keel, who gets a call at running back. He's a 5'10 sophomore, 140-pounder. And the gain will be to about the 33-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Mentioned a couple of these other new numbers in there. Jackson Kaiser's come in, a 6-foot sophomore. A lot of sophomores on the field right now for Homestead. 2 wide either side of the field on 3rd down and 6. Motion left to right, play action. There's a penalty flag thrown. And procedure is going to be the call against Homestead right at the snap. So it'll be 3rd down and 11. That'll take the ball back to the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, that clock rolled inside of 1 minute down to 52 seconds. Gia Wright also on. He's a sophomore, 6-footer. Also a young man that can play some quarterback. Don't believe you're going to see a pass here. Grant Raber stays in up on the slot to the left side, actually the wing position. And Drysdale drops back into shotgun formation. 32 seconds remaining, clock moving. And here's the read option. They'll hand the ball off on the sweep once again. And that may be the final play of the ball game. As getting that call was Chandler Roman, another sophomore at 5'8". And that is going to do it, as we will roll down the final 9 seconds, and this will be a Spartan victory here on the road. They open up SAC play with their first 2 games of the SAC on the road. 49 points in a win last week, 51 here tonight on the road in a victory over Northside, 51-28. We're going to head into the Walburn Financial postgame show. I'll tell you what, let's take a quick 1-minute timeout, and Pat Donnelly will join us when we come back, and a chance to chat with some of the players here tonight. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250 The Ticket.
Behind the scenes of the making of a great play area.
I'm envisioning something really spectacular, something over the top. Let's draw up some plans.
Yes, JP.
Right away, JP. Excellent idea. Bold move, JP. We'll get right on it.
I see a large fort with a giant cannon to slide down. Let's make it historic. Tie it in with the history of Fort Wayne. And we gotta have it soft so kids of all ages can play. Let's have those blueprints on my desk by Monday morning.
Jefferson Point and Lutheran Children's Hospital ER presents Fort Wayne's largest indoor soft play area. Parents can relax while the kids explore a fort, slide down a cannon, and crawl through the 16-foot cherry blossom tree. Over 2,000 square feet of indoor play area, the largest retail play area in the state of Indiana. Bring the kids and enjoy the fun at Jefferson Point. For details, go to jeffersonshopping.com.
There's so much to see. It's where you want to be. Jefferson Point, Jefferson Point.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Down on the field, Pat Donnelly's got Coach Stolman, I believe.
Coach here with, Joe, with Coach Zolman here. Coach, what a great team victory. You got to be proud of your offense in particular, but overall, great team victory.
Yeah, 2-0 in the SAC. It's a privilege. It's a really hard-fought win. We were really nervous about this team. They have a lot of great athletes on that side. They're well coached, and they play good defense. So we're pleased with definitely pleased with the win.
What an outstanding performance from both receivers and the quarterback. Just an unbelievable offensive output tonight. Yeah,
I think he was shook earlier. He was a little off, but after the first 2 series, I think he kind of settled down and put the ball where he needed to, and read things properly and laid it out there for some really good plays. So it was great.
Coach, congratulations. Thank you. Good luck next week.
Thanks.
Pat Donnelly on the field. Let's see if he's got a chance to. There's going to be a team meeting here. So Let's take a timeout again. Let's take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll see if we can get some of the players for Homestead in this victory on the road tonight for the Spartans as they win it by a final score of 51-28. And let's see what else we've got here. We'll check some of the other scores as well. So a 1-minute timeout coming. We'll be back with more of our Walburn Financial postgame show, IHSAA football, on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Did you know the IRS tax code now consists of nearly 80,000 pages of rules and regulations? It's enough to make you cry. But now there's real affordable help right here in Fort Wayne. Walburn Financial Management, a firm that cuts right through the legalese, working hard for you, providing external solutions to bookkeeping and tax problems. Walburn Financial Management, taking flawless care of all your personal reporting, P&L, or even individual tax requirements. Give them a call, 260-459-2240. You'll sleep better at night being assured everything's taken care of. Walburn Financial Management.
The game just isn't the game without you. When pain or injury has you sidelined, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 260-266-4007. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of certified orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, athletic trainers, and registered dietitian nutritionists will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sports-specific rehabilitation. We can get you back to the action quickly and safely. Just call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine, your dream team.
And now back to the IHSAA football game of the week with Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
Welcome back, everybody. Pat Donnelly down on the field looking for players to talk with or with some of their position coaches, so we'll hang on here just for a moment. And as soon as we have the opportunity, I know Drew Kazai obviously had a great victory this year, or a great performance. And let's go down to Pat and one of the players. Well, he's looking for a player. We'll get a chance in a moment. Right now he's got Drew Kazai.
Big night tonight. Also got Austin Kreider here, Joe. I tell you what, one unbelievable performance. These two receivers and this quarterback tonight. Got Drew Kazai here too. Guys, what a night by you guys. I tell you what, unbelievable offensive performance. Well, what's the secret?
Oh, you know, we practiced hard all week, you know, studied the game film on the north side, so we really knew what they're going to come out in, and we just executed really well. You know, Drew played great, probably his best game as a Spartan so far, and our offensive line, you know, blocked really well as well.
You know, talking to Ben Skronik here, Ben, I tell you what, you got double covered most of the night, safety playing on top with a corner underneath. A couple times made some plays even in double coverage. Unbelievable job. Tell me about it.
You know, I don't really worry about what coverage I get. You know, I just want to go out and win the game. I don't care about my stats. I just care about getting a W each and every game.
Ben, great job. Austin Kreider here now, Joe. I tell you what, Austin, you know, this guy on the other side gets a lot of attention, kind of freeing you up more single coverage. What an unbelievable night. I tell you what, I don't know how many catches you had. We're getting the stats now. Great night. Tell you what, blocked well in the perimeter, did a lot of great things. Congratulations. Tell me about just the feeling of the success tonight.
It was awesome. You know, definitely having that superstar on the other side definitely frees up the other side, the left side for me, and it just all comes back, you know, Saturdays. That's when we start working for the next week. We don't start Monday. We start after film on Saturday with a workout, and comes down to this guy right here. He's making the right reads right now, and this offense right now is rolling.
Congratulations. Good luck next week. Joe, I got Drew Kazai here now. I tell you what, second start as a varsity quarterback. I tell you, got some good weapons you get the ball to, but I tell you what, one outstanding, you know, read of the defense and, you know, getting the football to the right people at the right time. Tell me about decision making. I know he got some different looks on third down from north side, especially early. Kind of broken down and made some big throws. Tell me about it.
Third down conversions are big. At first, wasn't too successful, but we got it done. Linemen, great job. It's all them. Had the time in the world. Perfect.
Got a lot of pressure schemes, I know, on third downs a lot early on. Did Coach Zolman and Coach Skelton make some adjustments at halftime, simplify things maybe on third down?
Yeah, we just want to put the ball in the air. They start coming up on our run, we're going to put the ball in the air.
Congratulations. Good luck next week against Dwenger.
Thank you.
Great job, Pat Donnelly, with Drew Kazai, who really, you know, good to hear him credit his offensive line, too. Gave him the time to deliver the ball and lay those passes right on target, and just a fantastic performance here tonight. And on the road, 51-28 the win for the Homestead Spartans over Northside Redskins. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back with more of our post-game coverage. This is IHSAA football on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
I like things fast. That's why I like roller coasters, guitar solos, and race cars.
That's also why I love Fios Internet from Frontier. Now with 1 year of Amazon Prime. I use blazing fast Fios Internet to get instant access to Amazon Prime movies and TV shows. Plus, I get unlimited photo storage, music, and Kindle books. And you can't beat free 2-day shipping.
Get Fios Internet from Frontier for $24.99 per month with qualifying phone service and 1 year agreements on new Internet service, and get 1 year of Amazon Prime. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
Oh, yeah. Life in the fast lane.
Get Fios Internet for $24.99 per month with 30 megabits per second upload and download speed, and get 1 year of Amazon Prime included. Call 1-888-FRONTIER. Limited time offer for qualifying services. Taxes, fees, and other restrictions apply. 1 year of Amazon Prime service included with 1 year agreements on new Internet service. A maximum $100 early termination fee applies. Subject to availability. Fios Marks owned by Verizon Trademark Services, LLC, and used under license.
Trust the doctors at the IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Comets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, or joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Miss a great high school game recently? Or simply want to revisit that game-changing electric play that turned everything all around? Well, now there's a great new opportunity to do just that. Catch all the exciting action of our live radio broadcast simply by visiting SummitCitySports.com after our game broadcast. Plus, many other high school sports highlights to choose from as well. It's all new and available now at SummitCitySports.com.
Satisfied with your bank? Have you considered a credit union? Midwest America offers about any service you need. The convenience of free mobile banking, debit cards, ATMs, free online banking and bill payer, competitive loans, mortgages, and more. Deposits insured to $500,000. Hey, consider this an invitation. Your next bank should be a credit union. Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Midwest America Federal Credit Union.
Here's a money-saving tip from Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Exposed attic ceiling joists and ductwork, or new snow that quickly melts off your roof, means you need to add insulation. We'll fill empty sidewall cavities with insulation, even through masonry, aluminum, or vinyl siding with no unsightly holes. Plus, we'll seal your crawl space with urethane foam for a total insulation package. Call Momper now for a free, no-obligation energy analysis of your home.
Let's get back to the stadium with more IHSAA football action and Joe Parson on Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket.
51-35, the final here tonight at Chambers Field as Homestead rolls for the second straight week. Looking at the line score of the ball game, 10-7 in favor of Homestead on the road at the end of the first quarter. Started out with a kickoff. Homestead won the toss, deferred. They kicked off and recovered a fumble by Northside at the 20-yard line, set up a 30-yard field goal by Gott at the 11-10 mark. So Homestead was on the board early at 3-0. But Arian Nieves with the first of two nice, really touchdown runs tonight. This time 38 yards at the 8:47 mark of the first quarter, and that put Northside into the lead. Their only lead of the night at 7-3. Caps came on to add the extra point, and then it was a big run by the Spartans, Kazai, from a yard out up the middle at the 5:40 mark in the first quarter. That's the way the first quarter would end, with Homestead regaining the lead at 10-7. Spartans would increase that lead to 16-7 at the 2:27 mark after a fourth down stop. Homestead took over the ball at their own 33-yard line. That would set up a 4-yard touchdown pass, Kazai, to Kreider. Austin Kreider with the first of a couple of catches he had tonight. And then an interception by Wells at the Homestead 11. That would set up a touchdown. Ultimately, with 22 seconds remaining in the first half, 19 yards. Kazai again on target to, well, you heard the Kreider referred to his teammate as the superstar, Ben Skoronik, who had a big night tonight. This one good for 19 yards. Touchdown at the 22-second mark, 23-7 as the teams went to the dressing room. Then it would be a run by Landon Durnell for Homestead to start the second half at the 10-19 mark. Took it in from 19 yards out. got added the extra point, and it was 30-7 in favor of the Spartans. Davis got one back, a score back, with an 8-yard touchdown pass to David Johnson at the 5:34 mark. Made it 30-14. Caps with the extra point, but Kazai countered again to Skowronek with a touchdown pass with 3:23 remaining in the third quarter. 37-14 Sparty. Caps would add the extra point after a 1-yard full house formation. Tyson Widner got the call out of the bunch lineup inside. 48 seconds remained in the quarter to make it 37-21. Again, Northside had cut the deficit down. But Kazai hooking up with Skowronek for 30 yards and a touchdown with 33 seconds remaining in the quarter, and suddenly it ballooned out to a 44-21 ball game. Got with the extra point. The lead was 23. Homestead with yet their third fourth down stop of the ball game took over at their own 26-yard line. Big plays again, setting up ultimately a 32-yard touchdown pass from Kazai to Kreider at the 8:08 mark. 51-21. Fourth down stop again gives Homestead the ball at their 8-yard line. Couldn't do anything with it. Northside would get it back. Aaron Nieves with the final score of the night at the 2:24 mark of the clock from a yard out, diving into the end zone. Caps with the extra point to make it 51-35 the final. So it is Homestead back home. Their home opener next Friday night, as they will play host to the Dwenger Saints. Meanwhile, the Redskins go on the road. They'll be at Carroll. So back-to-back weeks they'll face former Northeast Hoosier Conference foe Northside, now with a record of 1-1. Other final scores: 55-27. Snyder defeats Bishop Luers tonight. Last report, it was Dwenger leading over Concordia 38-19. And Northrop with a big win tonight as they win over Wayne by a final score of 44-6. So Northrop at 1-1 and their first win of the year under head coach Jason Dorfler. As far as our Friday night feature next week, our Friday Night Lights feature will be at Zollner Stadium. It'll be the Concordia Cadets. They'll play host to the Southside Archers. 7 o'clock with our kickoff, and our pregame begins at 6:45. Spartans with 51 points on the board tonight, and they are 2-0 on the season. Special thanks to our studio producer. His name was Patrick Plummer. And also special thanks to Pat Donnelly for sitting in with us. Till next week, my name's Joe Parsons. So long, everybody. Thanks so very much for listening.
You've heard the saying, it's all about the Benjamins. Nothing could be more true at Tom Steele Tire, where it's all about saving you money. For over 35 years, this family-owned business has been saving Fort Wayne drivers lots of Benjamins. Offering quality tires and ASE-certified mechanical service for your car, and that includes an oil change and tire rotation special, all for just $24.95. 2 convenient locations in Fort Wayne to serve you. Tom Steele Tire, not just a tire store, but a complete automotive center.
Sold. That's the word you expect to hear when selling a home. And Rick Whitman from Century 21 Bradley can give you and your family the advice, expertise, and satisfaction to fit your needs when buying or selling a home. With Rick Whitman's nearly 40 years of can-do experience, you'll find an effective method to accomplish your goals. Select the proper loan and feel the comfort of your new home. When you think real estate, think Rick Whitman at Century 21 Bradley. Call 260-704-6565. Be sure to ask for Rick.
The market goes up, the market goes down. And if you're a typical investor, you may be playing games, trying to guess correctly when to buy, when to sell. That can be expensive and exhausting. Well, what if there was a local company with tons of investment experience to help you take some of the guesswork and worry out of investing? The name is Stifel, specializing in individual portfolio management. Stifel can help reduce the risk and worry of investing, building you a portfolio of quality, performing stocks and bonds. Give Stifel a call at 260-459-3989.
Before me is no ordinary potato. It is a potato among potatoes, a flavorful spud naturally grown and lovingly harvested for one special purpose, to become McDonald's world-famous fries. Now for $2.50, get small fries paired with a double cheeseburger, a filet-of-fish sandwich, a crispy or grilled chicken ranch snack wrap, or a 6-piece chicken McNuggets. Choose one of your favorite fries with that combos for just $2.50 today at McDonald's. Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary.
You've been listening to IHSAA Football, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine, a winning combination with the IHSAA, and by Fox Sports 1250, The Ticket. Proud sponsors of tonight's game also include Meyer, proud supporters of youth sports, Momper Insulation with over 40 years of quality professional insulation, Walburn Financial Management, providing affordable solutions to bookkeeping and tax problems, Midwest America Credit Union, altogether better, Signature Style Rings, enhance the self-esteem of your student athlete, Jefferson Point, shopping with a special point of view, McDonald's, I'm loving it, Aaron Chiropractic, specializing in spinal health, Stiefel, a firm of choice, Tom Steel Tire Service, building trust with customers for over 30 years, and with special promotional consideration by the Fort Wayne Journal-Gazette. Nobody delivers the goods each morning like the Journal-Gazette. Hey, Fort Wayne, it's Dan Patrick.